and he smells like black cherries.
You hate that.
I really hate that.
Say Alec.
What?
Say Sander.
Aleksander. No Alexander. Aleksander. No Aleksander. Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. And we really do. Except our very special guest, Jen, for Real Housewives Recaps. The one and only, the famous.
Yeah, that was a crazy day, that day that we found out that we both listened to each other's content. So say hello, Jen, and we want to hear everything about you.
Yeah.
Well, hi, I'm Jen. Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to be here. I've been a longtime fan. I'm in your Patreon. You guys are awesome. Aww. But yeah, I'm Jen from Real Housewives Recaps. You can find me on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was at work one day, and this was right after I think the first episode of and Just Like That, came out. And I was at work, and I just went on YouTube, and I think I was watching like SNL clips, and that was like that was the first thing that was recommended for me. So that was even after your very first episode. So people wanted to hear someone complaining about this show, and thank God you were there.
Oh, I'm so glad to fill that gap for everybody.
Oh yeah, and your episodes are nice and long too. Yeah. It's not just like 5 minutes, like you really break them down. So, and I was like sending them to the group chat, and then one day we were just always talking about it, and then one day you followed me on Twitter, and I sent a screenshot of it saying like Real Housewives Recap followed you, and I just wrote "the fuck."
Oh,
I was like, what happened? How did this happen?
Oh.
Yeah, you were freaking out, fangirling out, and then of course we're all like, "Oh my god!" We're all running. Yeah.
Well, I
Can
followed.
I just say? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I followed Jody. I followed you for a long time when you were on your own, and then I was so moved by your surrogate stories. I ended up writing something small. It's probably, it's maybe even before this channel, but yeah. And so then I've stuck with you, and then when you started this, I of course followed you over, and here we are. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, your community on your YouTube page, even just like all the comments, everyone is, knock on wood, everyone's just so cool, and everyone gets it.
Everyone's nice. There's never a mean comment. Like, they're way nicer than our
yeah. Oh, no, it happens, but they're mostly nice, yeah.
No, it's just everyone's funny, and it's great.
It is. It's been such a community we've built. It's kind of unbelievable. It's so much fun. Yeah.
So you were saying when I left to get water, I came back. You guys were talking about how when you did And Just Like That, your subs just kind of skyrocketed. So can you tell us like why you started the channel? Just tell us the whole process because it's fascinating to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. So I started the channel. I don't even know, a year and a half ago, something like that. But I started talking about Real Housewives, Below Deck, just all the reality stuff I love to watch. And then I've always been a Sex and the City fan, a huge one. I've seen every episode 10 times. And Just Like That happened, it's so funny if you go back and watch my videos, you can hear that I'm optimistic at first, like, I don't want to hate this.
Yeah.
But as I kept, like that second episode, I literally titled it, And Just Like That is awful, and here's why, ... and it blew up. So, yeah. I told my husband, I was like, oh my God, as soon as I hit upload, people are going to hate me. But no, everybody's been really positive, and I tried to be constructive about my criticism, but by the end, I was just yelling teeth at my TV. Like, I can't,
Because I think that's a community of people that don't want to hear things sugar-coated.
Yes.
Like, I was listening to a few recaps of my Sex and the City podcast, and I just couldn't even listen to it because I'm like, I don't want to hear anything nice about this show. Mm-hmm. There isn't anything good about this show.
Nothing.
And that's where your mindset was at, and all of your fans. So I was like, this is where I belong. Like, I want to hear someone just tear this thing to shreds.
See, and someone who, like, I never watched Sex and the City. Again, I've probably seen, I don't know, couple dozen. I don't even know. You're just kind of sprinkled here and there, but I never really, I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't watching that. There is such a dedicated following that when Amanda forced me to watch And Just Like That, everyone, the fans, I'll just say, like, the Sex and the City fans seem so hopeful and optimistic.
Right.
And no one wanted to say, like, I think this is really bad. Mm-hmm. But it was right there. And as someone never having really watched the show, I mean, immediately I was like, what is this crap? This is bad. How did you ever watch this?
Oh my gosh.
But then, Amanda, you had me start watching older episodes. You're like, no, it used to be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It used to be good.
Yeah, we're doing a rewatch on my Patreon, and we love the old episodes. It was light and fun and funny and sexy, and you got to see things like the city, and now it's nothing. You know? They even like ruined the wardrobe. You know, the costumes aren't even fun anymore. So yeah, it's incredible.
No, yeah, I think I want. Did you ever watch the show Smash on NBC?
No, I'm familiar with it, but no, I have not seen it.
Okay, but that's what I think, and just like that is where it's the writers are earnestly trying, and that's what made Smash so perfectly hate watchable in the first season, and then in the second season they took notes from the audience clearly, like all of the, and then they tried to fix it.
Okay.
And then it was better, but it didn't have that air of just ridiculousness to it anymore. So then it got canceled.
Okay.
And I'm scared that might happen with And Just Like That.
Yeah.
They tried to pack so much in. Like, we got to put every single thing in here.
Exactly. Yep.
It's like when Jennifer Aniston made the trifle on Friends, right?
Exactly.
Just packed it all
That's
in
right.
there.
Oh, God,
Good
I love
reference.
Friends. Yes. With meat and peas. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you're exactly right. I started calling it box tick bingo. That's exactly what they were doing. Just checking boxes and forget the audience. Who cares what they think? Now, if you want to get heated, I put up a video yesterday where Cynthia Nixon has gone out and done these interviews basically saying that the original audience just doesn't understand.
I think I watched it, or it came up, and I watched something you did a couple days ago too.
Yeah,
you put out so many.
Oh, I know, right? I'm obsessed. And what's funny is I'm like, okay, maybe I should steer towards something else, but everybody's like, no, talk about it more. So I'm like, okay. But so basically, we're too simple to understand. Us little simpletons that love the original series, you know, we would never understand where they were going with it, and just like that, it's infuriating. So if she's gonna act like that, I'm gonna act like this. So
yeah.
Well, Kristen Davis was on what I think it was Watch What Happens Live or something, and whatever show it was, let's say Andy Cohen was like, said Kristen is Che Diaz funny, and she was like, Andy, you're gonna get me in trouble with Michael Patrick, and I was like, here's someone that at least recognizes that the show is bad.
No, so I've been calling Che Diaz my Fozzie Bear, kind of a waka waka, you know, go on stage.
My God,
like that's all I can think of. Like, oh boy, I'm Che Diaz, and I'm like, how does a diverse city like New York not have more than one performer? Because all they can seem to hire in every episode is Che Diaz. So.
But Che Diaz will do things from like a school benefit,
right?
Oh yeah, always available.
Exactly.
To like a pilot now. They're taking every gig that's coming.
Exactly. Oh my God, like
very savvy.
And especially in this day and age, I mean, if we're going to be realistic about it, like Cynthia Nixon wants us to be, she would have been canceled for something she said or done.
Che?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Che would have.
Che, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
she's a horrible person.
And exactly. So yeah, that's who you want at your school benefit. Like literally saying "step your P word up" like a episode before, you know, and now.
That's not who I would hire for mine. That's like hiring Louis C.K. to come to the school benefit.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey,
like
come to the bathroom first. Yeah.
Yeah, Louis C.K. at a Me Too event or something, right?
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I want to point out one random nuance that I'm just so excited I even get to tell you about.
One?
It was a moment.
Let's go. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's about your channel.
Please,
It was I think the moment that I was like, yeah, like I feel like I knew that we're gonna be friends, and we already were friends, and we just didn't know it.
Yeah.
But you were recapping maybe the third episode, and it's the one where Miranda, she's like, there's a clip you put up, like just a picture of Miranda, and she's talking to, what's her teacher friend's name?
Oh,
Naya.
Naya, and they're sitting on like a park bench, and they're like both looking at like, at Naya's phone. I think they were literally looking at her ovulation calendar.
Yes.
Like they were looking at like this tracker.
As
and
you
Miranda's
do.
like, what's this?
Yeah.
And you were just talking about something, and then you just put up a screenshot of them both looking at it, and then you were just like, guys, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And I don't even know if anyone else thought how funny the comedic timing of it was, because the picture, nothing was even happening in the picture, but it was so perfect, because they both just looked so ridiculous in the picture.
Well,
Just
if you
like-
ever watched Will and Grace, I would always say, I slip into Karen sometimes when I'm talking about this stuff, where she'd say, what the fuck is happening? What's going on, honey? What's going on?
Honey, what is this?
What is this? Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. That's awesome.
Yeah, the pictures you're choosing are perfect. Like you're picking, especially of Miranda. I love the way you're dragging Miranda.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Okay,
she
can I
deserves it.
bring up Miranda because I did a little homework. You're going to be
Please,
very proud
yeah.
of me. I watched the episode, the Ick Factor or the Icks or something.
Yes,
from
the
season
Ick
6.
Factor.
Yeah.
It's
I
where
didn't. You didn't tell me you watched.
Ooh.
I was trying to surprise you. We have a special guest on. Okay?
God.
I'm
Surprise
so
and
impressed.
whistling.
That's awesome.
And this, more than any of the other episodes that you had me watch, was like 2 episodes, but I totally see the night and day difference between Miranda then and Miranda now.
Yeah.
Because this is the one where she proposed to Steve and they had their wedding, and
love that
Samantha
episode.
tells her
I know.
that she had cancer, and Miranda was just like,
I have chills.
no. And even when she was lovesick over Steve in this episode, it's not like how she's lovesick over Che. She's like, I love you. I don't need all this other stuff. Bullshit with all this lovey-dovey, you know. And then it's this Miranda who's just always breathless, and her head seems to just be like always bobbling. Like there's just like some sort of, I don't know, she's on like a stimulant or something.
Exactly. She
She's just
screams
always
all of her
jittery.
lines. I'm in a rom-com, Carrie. Like, what?
Yeah. She's the Kathy cartoon.
She is, and she grew up like on Manhattan. Like nobody would act like this. Like, how do you regress to being a 12-year-old girl, like Justin Bieber fan?
It makes
Yeah.
no sense. That's why she's had a head transplant. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
She was always
No,
the
wait, did
sensible
she-
one. It just doesn't make any sense.
Did she name her son Brady?
So
Yeah, because they weren't really together when they had the baby, so she named him Brady for Steve.
Brady
Okay,
Hobbs.
that was the
Let
first
him
time
be
I
out
heard
of it.
Steve Brady. So like Miranda Hobbs. Do you take Steve Brady? Which,
Uh-huh.
do they ever really say first and last name in a wedding ceremony, by the way?
I don't know.
I have
It's been
no
so
idea.
long.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, and I was like, oh my God, the kid's name is Brady.
Yeah.
So it's Brady.
But since you brought him up, can I just say the kids were so obnoxious in this
Oh, the
reboot.
worst.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm
obnoxious.
I find myself going back and recording, talking about the original series, and I say things like, I hate Lily, and I've never said that about a child,
Yeah.
but I hate her.
And Lily's cute in like the earlier episodes.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I guess she's not really in any of the episodes, but like in the movie,
In the movies,
she's cute.
yeah. Sure.
She
but
kind of
she's-
ruins Carrie's
Yeah,
wedding.
so I was just going to say she ruined the wedding, yeah.
Oh, so wait, she ruined the wedding and she kind of killed Big?
She did.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah.
she's diabolical.
That's right. yeah.
And she
there's-
made us think about her period and losing her tampon,
Oh.
which is not a thing.
It's
It is
not
a thing.
And then Charlotte's line, is it in your tushy crack, honey? It's like, no. Safe word, no.
Yeah, no, I've never had that happen.
No,
ever.
it's not a
Again, not a thing. There's not that many places it can hide.
No, it's there.
Really
It's
so
a
many
string.
places.
Oh my God. I know. Oh, you
Wild.
guys. So if you really want an adventure, you should listen to, I recap the Writer's Room podcast. Holy
Yeah, I
egos.
listened to a couple of those. And,
Oh,
oh
my
my
God.
god,
I
it
gotta
makes
hear
me so
this.
angry.
Because I know I won't listen to the writer's room.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I
yes.
listened. No, I didn't listen to the Writers' Room
Yeah.
podcast. I listened to her recap.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And even that makes me so enraged.
Oh, it's
Okay,
bad.
so let's
yeah.
hear it.
Yeah,
So they're not in on the joke.
Mm-mm.
Like, they're dead serious.
dead serious, and we are the imbeciles that can't understand.
We're
you know,
not woke.
Yeah, apparently, like regardless of how we feel, we're not woke enough for them. Like it's crazy.
Well, that was the thing. I mean, Amanda, you and I got shit about the Che Diaz of it all, because we're
that
you
was a
have to
fun
be
week.
careful what you say, because if you say Che is a terrible person,
Right.
it's like, oh my God, you're anti-non-binary.
No.
You're
Yeah.
and I'm like,
People can be assholes regardless of what their beliefs, preferences
Exactly.
Yes, but everyone was so afraid to say it.
are. Oh, God, yeah.
And then it took people like you just saying it, and then everyone's like, oh God, thank God.
I
Yes,
would
it's not
literally
just me.
say, like, I don't care. You be you. Great. But you're an asshole, right? Like, no.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
You were the first one to point out Miranda's teeth, I think.
Oh,
or
God.
like the first person to really allow everyone else to be okay with it. Because I guess I was noticing it too, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And then you said it's not so much her teeth as she hasn't figured out how to position her lips around her teeth.
That's all I noticed. See, I'm doing it. You can't see. But yeah, it's the weirdest thing. But I think, honestly, when she had that shock of red hair, it wasn't as noticeable. But now
That might be what it is.
this mop on her head, I don't know what this is. Like, it's all I notice. Yeah.
And then she dyed it red right at the end.
Oh, don't
what
do
a
it.
statement.
That's not even
No.
red. It was like purpley red. It was so strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
Plot
think
twist.
The
Yeah,
writers
right.
wanted us to have, like, remember in the very first movie, the sequence where they're just trying on all of Carrie's clothes?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And, like, the big clothing
Oh,
try
yeah,
on montage.
montage,
And Samantha
yeah.
brings not one, but 2 bottles of champagne, and then they're wasted. I'm like, you've each had 2 glasses.
Right, right. Exactly. Well, they weigh 80 pounds,
wouldn't
so
even-
that happens.
Well, I mean, I guess that is
I don't know
true.
what that's like, yeah.
Carrie didn't eat that banana in her toast for breakfast, huh?
Have a banana. Take it for
Oh, my God.
I'd be like, these are for me, right?
Right, right.
This is
What
about
are you
how
guys
much it's
gonna
going to
drink?
take.
Yeah. Where's my
But-
hat to put it in?
In the movie, during that scene, at one of the outfits Carrie wears is her opening, is her like the tutu.
The tutu, yes.
And I remember in the audience, everyone was like, like it was just that moment of nostalgia. I can guarantee you the writers thought that's what it would be like when Miranda dyes her hair.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep,
like we're going
exactly.
back.
Like,
This is a statement.
God, yes. But it was everything else was so unforgivable at that point. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
In the writer's room, did they talk about how Che was like, I love you, Miranda, and then next episode, we're not dating?
And we don't get to
Like,
see
you're
her go to
not my
Cleveland.
girlfriend.
Like,
Yeah.
why was the Cleveland scene cut out if there
So-
was one?
That's one of my favorite videos I ever did. I spent an hour talking about all the difference, all the things that don't make any sense. But to answer your question, no, that would be way too self-aware. They do not do that. We're just supposed to know these things, right? Like, it makes
Okay,
sense.
duh.
But no, I'm with you. I actually, I came prepared. I have my list of things that don't make sense. I'm ready to
Oh my
go.
God.
Or
What's
like,
a good one? Yeah.
abandoned storylines too.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. That is what got me the worst. It's like, okay, you're going to plant all these seeds. And that's what I caught shit for at the beginning, is because in my first or second episode, I started thinking, this makes no sense. And I get all these comments that say, Jen, you just gotta wait. It's all gonna work out.
They have a plan.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
slow
right.
burn.
No. Give me those bottles of champagne. Make it make sense,
Yeah.
right? Like, no, it doesn't.
So nothing.
Well, can you
So
can you tell us about what's on that list? Then?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Okay, hello. I kept calling her Flashdance downstairs neighbors. What happened to her? What happened to Flashdance?
With the no bra?
No bra, see-through pants, as you do. You guys are lucky
Maybe
I
she
put on a bra
moved.
today. Yeah.
Because Carrie, broke in and burgled her apartment.
And looked at her mail.
Holy crap.
What an
right?
asshole. If you had a neighbor
Oh.
that just let themselves in to turn down your music, checked your mail, and left.
Oh.
What?
Imagine
just be like,
Carrie's
"Ah,"
character was a
you know.
man. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
how
my
creepy
God.
with that. Oh, holy crap.
God.
So what happened to Flashdance? What happened with Big
True.
Secretary? She made a big deal at the funeral, but nothing.
Brenda Vaccaro.
Exactly.
And that's like a classic act. I remember Colin being really excited.
Oh, yeah.
When she, because he like loves all those old lady.
Well, let's
not
bring it
old
back
lady,
to-
but
Careful.
Ooh,
Watch
he's like
it.
a writer for just like that.
here we
Yeah.
go. But
no,
but
bring
then
it-
nothing happened.
Bring it back to Friends. She played Joey's mom on Friends.
I know. I remember. She looks the exact same too. Actually.
Exact same.
That's
But
a
what
good
happened to
episode.
her? Right? Like, she made a big
It seemed
stink at
like
the funeral.
something. Yeah, something was going on there. Like she knew something.
And she was never in the original series.
No.
Not that I remember. Mm-mm.
I just assumed it was Big's mom. That was like an unspoken thing.
It makes no sense. And she even came to the
Okay.
reading of the will. So they made it seem like there was going to be secrets. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Big's brother wasn't at the reading of the will.
Yeah,
when
right?
Brenda Vaccaro came.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
screw
gosh.
that guy. He doesn't need to be there to spread ashes or keep his ashes in the family plot.
Or
Oh
yeah,
my
or even
God.
get a little bit, like a vial of
Give
it.
him a little bit.
Exactly. She shoved him in that little purse. It makes no sense.
Oh.
I mean, that's...
She should have thrown the purse in the river
Yes.
because now
Yeah, what am I going to
Big's
do with this now?
praying
atomized
that the-
liver and shin bones are
Ew,
now
gross,
forever
like-
in that
like
disgusting
toenails.
purse.
I
Ugh.
wish those ashes would have gone back in her mouth or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like Sonia Morgan with her
that's all I
dog.
thought
Bilu.
about, yes.
Milu.
Milu, yes.
Uh-huh.
That's all I could... Remember Ramona kept going, you know?
Yeah. Inhaled her
my
dead
God.
animal.
Oh my
You haven't
gosh.
seen that one, Amanda.
Oh, I love
Okay,
this.
so yeah, the mom never came back, or secretary,
Gloria,
whatever.
never. Miranda's school, sure, you know, like,
Well, she got the internship though.
oh yeah,
Somehow.
And she also ditched, so there's that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Miranda's alcohol problem. Did you guys know
That was one of the most egregious for me.
Oh, you
The-
guys missed it. And just like that, she ordered a book on Amazon. She's healed.
Perfect.
She poured her
Yes.
bottles down the sink.
That's
Yeah.
all it
She
takes.
I mean, she should just call up AA and be like, "You guys are doing it wrong.
Right.
Yeah, just
Just order
that-
Amazon a book. Duh."
makes sense to me. Sure.
Everyone brings their bottle to the AA meeting and just they all pour. They all like pour one out together.
Oh
They
my
leave
gosh.
it cured.
I had so many comments about that. People that have struggled with addiction saying that is so offensive.
Yeah.
It is offensive.
And it was weird because the writers are all about let's go out of our way not to offend anybody. But
Right.
instead, so two things that I got a lot of comments about. I got comments about how offensive that was. And did you notice how many jabs at Russians they made in this? They kept talking about Russian hookers and stuff. They would literally say that. And I got a lot of Russian people saying, that's terribly stereotypical offensive, you know what I mean? And the writers aren't afraid to do that. I guess they just pick which ones they want to
Yeah.
offend and which ones they don't. We're not woke
Yeah,
enough to
true.
understand, right?
Right. Maybe
Oh,
that's a
God.
dig at Alexander.
Maybe.
Alexander.
I kept thinking, is he going to show up in Paris? What are we doing? Why is she in Paris? You know?
Well, speaking of that Ick episode that he's in
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with
Oh yeah, what
poems
happens in that episode,
and
Jody? Can you tell us?
songs,
Ooh.
I think he asks her
Oh.
to dance.
Oh. Is
Yeah,
reading
he
her
writes a
poetry?
song
Yeah.
for her on the piano called like "The Girl with Eyes That Spark."
And then he like fed her a berry or something.
he's feeding her lots of fruit.
Oh, a lot of fruit. He's concerned about her gut health.
She's like, "Do you think I have scurvy?"
Yeah, in the
Right.
2022 version, he'd just be like giving her a probiotic capsule. Like, there you go.
Right. Oh my
No, but
gosh.
watching that, I was like, I mean, this is probably not a great day to say this because, you know, everything going on with Ukraine. But
Oh.
you know what? I'm going to speak my truth. I think I hate Alexander more than I hate Vladimir Putin.
Oh.
There, I said
I thought you
it.
were gonna say more than Shay Diaz.
I find
but-
him more offensive.
Oh, gosh.
And
Oh, yeah.
Vladimir
Okay,
Putin.
so you have to lock yourself in a room with him or Che Diaz. Which one you picking?
Oh.
Oh, God.
I think Alexander, because he's a little more quiet at least. His energy wouldn't like.
Okay, I'm
Like-
going to say Che.
Shay Diaz would suck your energy dry.
Right.
I would feel so fat and large in front of Alexander because he's such a little man. He's so
little baby.
sweet.
He's teeny
Like
tiny.
Che.
Right. Oh,
Maybe
God.
we could help them workshop a new bit.
Yeah.
Waka
Be like, do you
waka.
want to do a couple
Right.
passes of that joke before you do it? I
Now
can
that you
help
have some
you with
time
it.
on your hands, I have
Oh
a
my
few things to
gosh.
talk to you about.
Oh.
All right, what else we got?
So Big leaves Natasha $1 million for no reason.
Yeah.
Let's
I
not
definitely
talk about
thought that was
again.
going to be that she had his kids. That would have been a great storyline.
Same here. Yeah, she purposely mentioned I think 2 sons, but then nothing.
No, but she holds her coffee when she's going pee at the coffee shop. Wasn't she holding it?
I think
And she had
was
it in her
standing-
hand.
Yeah, it was so weird. I don't know. And
Or it was
what's
like on
with all
the floor next to her or something. It was in there though.
That was the writer's favorite go-to thing was all the pee and potty humor, the Snapple bottle pee, the Natasha peeing. It's like, how bad do you have to be that that's your go-to? You know what I mean? Like, are we
And
12-year-old
Carrie,
boys?
too.
Like, yes.
Carrie was in there taking a tinkle. Do you think? Okay, I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but this is like great because you're
please.
the encyclopedia here.
Oh my God.
I think they are leading to a Carrie dementia storyline, and
I picked up on that.
you did too. Oh, thank God.
Absolutely.
Okay, you see it. There was like a coffee
There
incident
was in the freezer
when she was peeing.
Yep.
She's like, "Am I done? Or what am I doing? Or something like that."
right? And
There's
then
there was another
the
one.
coffee in the freezer. She said, "I think it's like in the oven or something." And Miranda was like,
Or she was looking for it, and then she's like, "What are you looking for?" And
Yes,
Miranda's
exactly.
like, "The coffee I
coffee.
just asked you about."
You
Oh,
look
God,
like
we
you were
all
about
have
to say
that.
something there, Jody. You took a big breath.
Oh, the magic of recording. We just forgot what we were talking about because we had to take a little technology break, and turns out we were talking about dementia, forgetting things.
Okay, Jen, what else is on that little list?
So we focused on the hot physical therapist. What happened to that? Do you remember? Carrie wore.
Well,
And just like that,
hip replacement surgery done.
Right?
Bada boom, bada bing.
Right? So my personal one of my most offensive would be, I hate how they did Stanford. The actor passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They wrote him off in the worst way, where he supposedly ran away with his TikTok client to Japan. But yet, okay, this is my point. So Stanford, the actor, Willie Garson, I never say his last name right, but he wanted to be a part of the show, obviously. They did him that way. Kim Cattrall did not want to be a part of the show, but they kept dragging her back in.
Yeah, they gave her like a full arc.
It's so crazy. I just think, storyline be damned. They should have broken the fourth wall. Obviously, I don't care about storyline anyway, but they should have broken the fourth wall and said, hey, we lost somebody that we love, and here's a tribute, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But no,
there was no
they're
acknowledgement
jackasses.
whatsoever.
Yeah, nothing. Like,
Or, something happened to him, and
Right.
he was lost suddenly. I think Mario Cantone could go deep.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
got
think they just didn't want two widow storylines. I guess.
Oh, right, because we don't want to keep bringing up Big's death at all.
Oh, my
I mean, after that
gosh.
one episode, we never hear about it again.
It's like, yeah, we get it, Carrie.
Tell me
Jesus.
one other storyline of hers besides my husband died. I'll wait. Right.
Well, she had major hip surgery in one episode.
Right.
That
Oh
she
my
paid
God.
out
Easy.
of pocket for physical therapy just because he's cute. So relatable.
As you do, yeah.
Right.
That's right. She did pay it because he was cute. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that really bothered me, the whole Stanford thing. And I'm a huge Kim Cattrall fan, so I think they did her dirty too.
Going back and looking, okay, so I watched the one episode and then I started watching the last episode or the last two episodes of the entire
An American
series.
Girl in Paris Part
Oh.
In and Deux.
It was part deux. It was
Oh,
part deux.
yeah.
I only got a little bit in there. But they really just throw in these really mean Samantha lines.
They do.
Like they'll be like,
Like
I
what?
expected more from you, Samantha. Or like her boobs. She was going to get her boobs done and Carrie was like, no, don't touch mine. It's just like everything was very...
So let me
I
just
don't know,
tell
they
you.
were mean to her.
Have you seen the movies at all or no?
No.
That's okay. So let me just tell you, the first movie, they gave Samantha a storyline that when she spoiler when she
No,
broke
tell
up
me,
with when she broke up with Smith, she packed on a bunch of pounds. So what they did, she's teeny tiny.
God.
They put her in 2 sizes too small pants. Gave her the teeniest nothing. I wouldn't even call it a
how
pooch.
Like they
embarrassing.
made her eat like a lot of salt that day, I
Yes.
think.
Oh,
and just like made her
gotcha,
drink
gotcha.
a lot of water so that she didn't have a
Exactly.
little bloat.
So instead of being a size 0, she was a size 1, whatever. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
And so they kept
Fatty.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
They all stared at it and would talk about it, and they said, "Look at that pooch." Like, are you freaking
What?
kidding me?
And
with
Carrie
this?
Carrie says like, I mean, I think you're beautiful no matter what, but like, how could you not know, Samantha?
Yes. I mean,
Oh
so she
my
weighs 102
God.
pounds instead of 99. Oh, you fat ass, right? Like, what?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
could have
and
gone with something like she got a bad haircut. You know, like she got a drastic haircut
Right.
after a
No,
breakup.
they've done all
or-
that. She always gets the embarrassing. Like she had like a facial
Absolutely.
peel storyline.
I was just
And
going to
she's-
say, or she
she's-
breaks out or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, she
okay.
shows
They've done
up.
that.
she shows up for Carrie's book party. She gets the facial peel for Carrie's book party because she's Carrie's +1. And she shows up and Carrie's a total bitch to her the whole time. She's like, oh my God, cover your face, Samantha. And she's like, just go. Like, and but Jen, the movie, one of the things, I think that movie is perfect.
Yes.
Basically. But second one, absolutely not at all.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the first one, I mean, it was one of the best theater experiences ever. But did you notice that when she breaks up with Smith, she says the exact same line she says to Richard in that Atlantic City episode?
I didn't even put that together. I love me more. Holy shit.
Yeah, she goes, I love you, but I love me more. And I remember that being such a powerful line in that. Jody, that's a really good episode, the Atlantic City episode. It's called Luck Be an Old Lady.
Yes.
And it's so good. It's a great, great episode. Very cute.
Is it Samantha broke up or Carrie broke up?
Samantha breaks up with Richard because he had like cheated on her, and she's wearing like this pearl thong.
Yes.
And she's like scared that he's upstairs cheating, so she's like running up the stairs in this pearl thong, and she's like, ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah. And then she goes in, and Richard's like, I told you I wouldn't hurt you again. And he's like, I love you. And she's like, I love you too, Richard, but I love me more. And I remember being like, yeah. And then they have her say that to Smith in the movie, and I was like,
Amanda, you're a genius. I didn't even clock that. That's so smart. You're right. You're exactly right. They don't have an original thought between them, the writers, anyway.
Yeah, it was just...
How did she and Smith end? Like, why did they break up?
Well, exactly.
She didn't like being in LA, and he was busy working all the time.
Okay.
And then he bought her a really expensive ring, and she was mad because she wanted to buy it for herself. So
yeah, and there was like this neighbor that she had that she would like that was hot, and she would watch. That's how she gained all that weight because she kept eating guacamole and watching her hot neighbor.
Oh,
that was her storyline in the movie.
Those fruits and vegetables, that'll do it.
I know, right?
Jesus.
Oh God! Don't tell Aleksander that. Good Lord.
Aleksander.
I put cherries in my tea. Like, okay.
I did not get that one at all.
No?
Again, I've only seen 2 episodes of him, and I'm like, this is not.
You should watch the last 2 episodes though, because it's like a movie. It's so beautiful, and like the underscore is really beautiful. Mm-hmm. Like some of the sequences are just very like stunning, like visually stunning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
I'll try, but the dancing and the McDonald's.
Oh, the French fries.
Yeah.
Ew, and then they start kissing. It's like Lady the Tramp. And they're kissing, and she's still like chewing on it. She's like,
and the McDonald's worker's sitting there like, I'm getting paid $8 an hour.
She goes $9.53, and they're still dancing. I would have taken that tray, just gone like, boom, and just like let the fries freaking fly everywhere. Get out.
Yeah.
I just like to picture that Sarah Jessica had a bucket next to her that she'd spit those fries back into because you can't take on those calories. Yeah.
That's the one where he buys her that like $8 million dress and then he's taking her to like the ballet or the opera and then she pretends to faint. Yeah.
I'm American. I mean, true.
You
gotta age well.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Again, that's another one of those things that only little teeny tiny girls that are so
What if you tried to just like faint? Well, actually, Dave probably.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm talking about the French fry.
Right.
Like if Dave were eating an onion ring and I just like went over and was like, hung.
Oh, please do that.
You can imagine. Seriously,
hilarious.
imagine that with anyone you're dating or married to. You would immediately back up and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
sharing.
Get your
I
own.
asked you if you wanted I asked you if you wanted fries. You said you didn't. These are mine.
Oh my gosh.
But it's Aleksander.
Oh, Aleksander Petrovsky.
Jody, I really want you to keep watching the show though.
You're just going to keep assigning me
For sure.
episodes, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, actually, my next thing I wanted to say was I wanted Jen, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but
please.
Do you want to maybe try to think of 5 or 10 episodes that Jody should absolutely watch?
I will make you a deal. I will do that if you'll have me back to watch one with you guys because I'm obsessed.
Yes.
I'll
Oh,
talk about it all
totally.
day, every day. But yes.
Yes.
Well, no,
Now
I mean
that
like
we know
right
how to
now,
do that.
off the top of your head right
gosh.
now.
Oh, well, of course. So the one that pops into my mind is one of my favorites. Do you remember The Real Me where she walks I don't want to say what happens.
Of course.
The runway? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm writing this down. The Real
would
Me.
say-
It's a good one. Margaret Cho's in that episode.
Yes.
Oh, I like her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's funny in it too. Yeah,
Okay.
she's good.
Let's see. So another one, I actually just met. Jay has never seen an episode. My husband, and so I made him watch They Shoot Single People. Do you remember?
That's
Bradley
a great one.
Cooper. It's his, one of
Bradley
his first-
Cooper is in that one. That
first
is a
role.
good episode. Yeah.
Uh-huh, that's a good one.
Okay, I'm
Where
writing
she
this
shows up
down.
all hungover for the
Yes.
magazine couple.
She says, "Do you
cover.
mind if I smoke? I don't care if you shoot up. You do whatever."
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't care if you shoot up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Amanda, your turn. What are you thinking?
Like 5 just came flying to me.
Okay.
Hot Child in the City
Oh
is one of
yeah,
my favorites.
good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Running with Scissors is my favorite, but I think we actually have done that one. That's the one where Natasha finally catches them and she falls down the stairs and Samantha thinks she has AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Samantha thinks she has AIDS?
It's getting tested and stuff.
You watched it and then she fixed it.
Okay. I thought you meant like Samantha went running after her on the stairs and she was bleeding and thought she had AIDS. It's like I definitely do not remember that.
Separately, Samantha thought she
I just had like a bloodborne pathogen videos going through my head right now. Okay, got it.
I'd say both LA episodes.
Yeah,
are great.
those are good. What's that? Cock-a-doodle-doo, remember?
Cock-a-doodle-doo, that's a great one.
I'm writing this all down. Okay. All
I'm trying to think of early. The first 2 seasons are kind of clunky.
So I'm going back
she,
over
talks
those.
to the camera.
I'm going over those in my recaps. I don't love the first season. The second season gets better because that's when we meet Steve. So things get a little better there.
Yeah, Miranda.
Oh, so he's in it for quite a while.
Off and on.
Yeah.
He kind of, he's off and on. Yeah.
Okay.
Justice for Steve.
Ooh, the episode where I forget what else happens in it, but the one where she's with Trey and he buys her the cardboard baby.
Yes. Oh gosh.
I forget what else happens in
Yeah.
Cardboard baby. Wow.
Yeah, because
okay.
the kid. Yeah.
She wants a kid and he decides not to, so he buys her a cardboard baby.
That is very
Good Fight?
Housewives.
Is that what it's called? I think it's called The Good Fight. Is that what it is?
Okay, good.
I can't remember.
Ooh, and that's all. Yeah, that's a great episode too. That was actually recommended to us for TRP, I believe. That's where her and Aiden have that fight.
Yes.
And she's like, you can spend all day putting on the Rogaine.
Yeah, that's right.
And the deodorant.
Right.
Aiden's the hot one, right?
Oh yeah, he's so cute. John Corbett. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
was
love
really
Northern
good.
Exposure. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you have a daughter, so you can relate here.
Yeah.
I loved him in Ramona and Beezus in that Ramona movie.
Oh, I didn't
where
see
he's
it.
the dad.
Oh, I have to watch
And
that now.
actually, Bridget Moynihan is the mom.
Oh, no way.
I'm just putting this together now too.
That's
And that little
interesting.
Joey, whatever her name is.
Okay.
She's like a bigger actress right now. Anyway,
I'm
it's a
writing
cute
that
movie,
down.
and he's really good in it.
Okay.
I just
You can
thought
watch it with
I
the
just thought of
family.
another one where they go to the Hamptons
Oh,
and
yeah.
Carrie sees Big and Natasha at the party and she throws
Ooh.
up on the beach.
Is a hoedown? It's her
Yeah.
hoedown outfit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
writing all
god.
these down so I can
I
find
can't
them.
tell you my husband's middle name, but I can tell you about all these episodes, right?
Yeah. Like I know the episode title names because
Right?
I watched all these on DVD. So
Same.
you see all the titles.
Oh.
Totally.
Okay. I'm going back to this writer's room thing. Have they
Oh,
talked
gosh.
about a season 2? Or what's the scuttlebutt with that?
So that's a whole thing too. They don't talk about it in writer's room. They an article just came out. Oh, HBO Max is so kiss-assy. Okay, I call him Michael Patrick Dickhead because if you listen to the Writers Room podcast, you'll get it. He's the most pretentious, pompous. I don't even want to do it here because I don't want to bore your audience, but he talks like this, and it's annoying. You know what I mean? It's like fucking get your words out, right?
Yeah, but he does commentaries for a lot of the episodes and the first movie, and you can just tell how fucking proud he is of himself. And it's just
awful.
not fun to listen to.
But to answer your question, no, they haven't officially said, but the HBO came out and said it's up to Michael Patrick Dickhead and Sarah Jessica Parker. Now, let me tell you an interesting side note. Candace Bushnell, of course, we love her. She's the writer of the original series. She has taken a step back and said, no, this isn't mine. And she basically said Michael Patrick Dickhead and Sarah Jessica Parker have run away with this. So she wants no part of it. And can I just tell you, she follows me on Twitter. I can't even believe it. I screamed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
screamed. I've never tagged or anything. I mean, who the hell am I? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But somebody must have let her know about my stuff. She follows me.
Because she's probably watching this thing that is used to be her work.
Can you imagine, right?
Just
And
be
you're
so bad.
speaking what she wants to say.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Oh
to
my
think
God, that's
that.
amazing.
I like to think that her and Kim Cattrall are watching my stuff and we're all laughing together, right?
Well, she wouldn't just follow just whoever.
Oh, I just couldn't even. I freaked
That's
out.
amazing.
You guys, I screamed. Yeah. It's like when I heard you guys talking about me on your podcast. That was the most surreal. No, I'm serious.
Amanda, it's you, me, and Candace.
No.
You know.
We're right up there with her.
Right.
I laugh all you. I'm so serious. I just was listening because I'm an avid listener of your show. I was 2 weeks behind, and I skipped ahead to the most recent episode. I heard you guys talk about it, and I go, and I hit record and I sent it to my husband. I just freaked out. It was awesome.
What were we saying at that? Because like I've sprinkled you in several times, just not even thinking that you would ever hear it. I should have been more like
no.
Oh
my God, you
We
guys
just
are
assume
awesome.
no one listens.
Oh no,
Except
It
for
is
Justine
so
and Colin.
awesome.
Sometimes
Oh my God,
they-
I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, Colin has started saying schlocky, and that's something I've said on my channel, and my ears perked up. And I thought, no way. And then, yeah, you guys said something about Real Housewives Recaps, and I absolutely screamed and showed Jay and freaked out. I'm just such a huge fan. I'll fangirl out on you guys. So
Well, and then it's just funny because the second that you kind of reached out to us, it was like a full scramble of like us, Justine, and Colin to be like, well, we need to have her on my podcast now. Like,
Dibs.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I didn't want to be
we're
that
fighting over you.
a-hole that's like stalking your podcast and your guests and reach out to them. So when they reached out to me, I screamed too. I was like, oh my God, they're all so awesome. So
Oh no!
yeah,
Look, we're excited that you're gonna I can't wait to hear you on the podcast.
Anytime. I
Like-
told them, I was like, just tell me what to watch, tell me what to do, I'll talk about it. So
Do you know what you're gonna do with them yet?
No, not yet. I was talking to Justine, maybe more housewifey stuff because the
Oh, that's right. She
Yeah,
has
Friends
she
with the
has a housewife
Countess,
Friends
yeah.
of the Countess, yes. And then Colin, I've told him I'll talk about whatever. So I
Yeah.
just really,
Yeah, me and Jody haven't been invited on BSA. Pod.
I'll let you
So,
know how it goes now.
Totally fine.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Wait, can I ask you one more thing? Sorry.
Oh,
now I'm
ask
getting into the
anything.
Sex and the City thing.
please, yes.
All right, so there was that article, I'm sure you saw it or heard about it, where Sarah Jessica,
Yeah.
we need to have two names now.
Michael Patrick
Sarah.
King. Oh, yeah.
She said something like, even if Kim Cattrall would want to come back, she wouldn't want her to.
Can you even is that not like the high school guy? Like, I don't even want to date
Yeah.
that girl. You know what
I was
mean?
going to say, that's where I was like, oh, no, she's a mean girl.
Yes.
You did a
exactly.
video about that, right, Jen?
I did. I
Okay,
talked
I think
about
that's the one I just watched, and you're like, this says everything. Everything I've been saying, because just and she
Exactly.
blamed on her. She's like, too much has been said on her end.
Yeah, exactly. I love your impression, by the way. But yes, exactly. It's like, eat a French fry and shut up, right?
Yeah. Or just do the PR thing, say the nice thing, like, oh, you never know what could happen.
And wouldn't that be the smarter way to go? That was my point too. Is why can't you just rise above it? Why do you have to stoop to that level and say we don't want her back? No, bitch, she doesn't want you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as if Kim Cattrall reached out and was like, I want to be on an episode, there's no way anyone would let Sarah Jessica say no. Like,
No.
that's what everyone wants.
Exactly.
That's what we fucking want.
And I just wonder, is it that her head's so far up her own ass? Is that what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, how
I
are
think
you
that
that
everyone's
delusional?
head is up her ass.
Right.
Like, everyone
Well, and-
that she surrounds herself with.
Exactly. I was just going to say,
Yeah.
it's that whole circle of Michael...
Patrick Dickhead.
Dickhead, Andy Cohen.
Yes.
I know everyone loves him.
That's
but
right.
no,
She's
no.
best friends with Andy Cohen.
No, we're off that train now. No, I'm over it. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Maybe it was Jen that said this, but or someone I saw a tweet or something. But it was just like the fact that she's best friends with Andy Cohen tells me everything I need to know about her.
Can we just like tiptoe into him a little
Oh, please.
bit?
Let's
I
dive
don't
face first
watch.
in.
I don't watch what happens live, but you know how conveniently it's tapped in, recorded in, counted as the last half hour of an hour and a half Housewives episode.
Yes.
Maybe so it would look like it gets better ratings than it does.
Yes. I totally agree
Whenever
with that.
it comes on right at the end of the episode, I catch like the first 35 seconds before I'm scrambling for my remote to delete it on my DVR. I mean, he's got wonky eyes, but like there is a medicated quality about him lately.
Very much. Yes.
You're seeing it too?
Oh, 100%. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
for sure.
something else that always, or hasn't always been there, at least when he's taping.
It feels extra, and he doesn't do a good job of hiding if he doesn't care about the guests. You know what I mean? Like, you get a very kiss-assy vibe with Sarah Jessica Parker's on.
Yep.
But,
or Kelly Ripa.
Right. But you have
Is he the male Ellen?
Yes.
Because I feel like you can tell when Ellen doesn't like someone.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on that. I'm just not a fan. But yes.
Like, he just seems a little allegedly, I mean, I don't know about like cocaine or anything. He just seems
rhymes with smoking.
Some sort of illegal
rhymes with
medicine
smells.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's like a glassy eye, dead behind the eyes quality.
I think so.
No, for real.
For sure.
Have you seen this,
sure.
Amanda?
I don't. Well, I don't.
You're not piping
I just
in.
watch it on on
Okay.
Amazon Prime, so it doesn't tag anything on. I never see Andy Cohen ever, unless
Normally
clip
he'd be
comes
like,
up.
Heather's the one who loves to eat and's got big tits. Yeah, he's the one who wants big tips, or I don't know, whatever the hell. And now he's just like, hey, watch what happens live.
Right.
Oh.
I think he's over it. Yep, I think so too. Unless,
Well,
unless he has Sarah Jessica Parker on. But even then, obviously we knew that he was going to give her softball questions. But I went back and recapped that interview.
Ooh.
He didn't ask her he brought up one thing about Samantha, but that was it. Otherwise, she told some weird story about a cough drop and a mitten. I'm not even bullshitting. Like, it's the weirdest thing. Yeah.
Have you seen the blind items about, again, this is all allegedly, guys. Not that SJP is listening to this right now. But she probably listens to you, but not us. But
hell no. Oh, no. She's flipping me the bird. Yeah.
People were saying that apparently she's got like a shoe store or some sort of store in New York.
I believe it closed, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. There's a ton of blind items alluding to the fact that she is in this shop a lot, just like hanging out all day. And then she would go next door to some other famous person's boutique and hang out there and just chat up fans and try to get them to come into her store. But she was just kind of there with nothing to do, just smoking, sitting outside, chatting people up, would take photos with people. So
I am going to spend 2 hours Googling this as soon as we disconnect. So
yeah, look it up.
Fascinating. I had no idea. Wow.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, I guess to wrap this up. Well, we're doing Love is Blind after this. Do you want to hang out for that, Jen?
If you will have me, I would love to. I'm recapping it
we
on
would
my
love to
channel.
have you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'll talk for 14 hours. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, great. Because I just binged all of the episodes.
Same.
This morning.
Me too.
Oh, you did?
I love them. I didn't do it this
So we're
morning.
all
I
caught
just
up.
did it. Yeah.
We do. Oh my God.
No, I honestly thought that I would come in and be like, I watched all of them already, and you guys are going to be like, what the fuck?
Now, are you talking about the new ones that dropped today? Or are you
Yeah.
talking about... Oh no, I'm sorry. I haven't done that. I watched all the first 5.
I watched the last 5.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched the last 5 too.
Well, I need to know everything then. Heck yeah.
Well, I don't know if we should give spoiler, but we'll get to that. But to wrap up our Sex in the City,
Yes.
Jen, what would you like to happen next year? Like next season?
I would like to fire Michael Patrick Dickhead. No.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, right. No, I that's such a good question. I wish I'd prepared a little bit more for that. But honestly, I would like to bring in new writers. I would like to have them.
But then the show will be better and like aren't you having fun?
Okay,
with
fine,
this,
fuck
though?
it. Let's have a terrible train wreck again. We'll have a big party. Let's go. My channel's doing great. Let's go.
Exactly. It'll go
Yeah.
better for you if it's bad.
Let's do it. Let's see what other boxes we can check. I mean, let's go.
Do you want Che Diaz to stick her like more or less?
Oh my
Che?
gosh. So again, for the Waka Waka jokes, let's bring her on or bring them on. But for just in general, nah. I think Che's going to dump Miranda and it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Wow, that's such a good question. I don't know. What do you think?
Will Miranda and Steve get back together? Would you like to see them back together?
Oh my gosh. So I think Steve, okay. justice for Steve. I'm a huge Steve person, so
Yeah.
I hope she tries, and he says, But
Yes.
for
Oh, I love that.
whatever reason, the writers are obsessed with Miranda. As you saw, that she got the main storylines this time, and they're terrible. And she's an awful person, but it's like they're rewarding her for being a shit person.
Yeah.
It's the strangest thing. So, yeah.
And Brady is totally fine with his mom divorcing his dad.
Well,
His
Brady's
dad
too
brokenhearted.
busy doing whatever he's doing in the next room, right? Like with no.
Yeah, but then also attending gay pride rallies.
Right, exactly. Oh my
I have
God,
yet
you
to
guys.
hear from any parents that are like, "Oh, I could relate to that. My kid
Right?
just
I
screwing
know.
all over the place.
Totally normal, no problem. Like, why would
I had
we
a nickel for every
parent-
time I stepped on a used condom. Oh, God, I'd be rich."
And he's supposed to be 17 years old, and she's like, "Okay, you go off to Europe with your girlfriend, no problem. You have fun. I'm gonna go chase Che Diaz across the country." What? Like what?
I you know what I really want? I want to see the pilot. I want to see like what this pilot is.
Yes.
That's what I say. Yeah, they show Miranda. I think I said this before, just in the front row, like on the applause. Like,
In
Ooh,
her
and I
mother
bet
of the
you-
bride dress. Yes.
yeah, and I bet you, and then like Che has to do an on-screen kiss, and Miranda sees a light in their eye
Yeah.
that she hasn't seen before.
Exactly. Yeah.
And maybe
Oh.
Steve will do maybe she will come back and she'll say, "Oh wait, what did I say, Amanda? That was going to happen?" Oh, Miranda was going to say, "I'm leaving you," and because he's deaf, he was going to read her
Here's,
lips
"I
and
love
say,
you."
"I love you." He's going to say, "I love you too."
I
But
said
maybe
that
they'll
on my
flip it either
channel.
way
I'm
around.
not even kidding. I had her saying,
Yes!
"Steve, I'm a lesbian," and he said, "What? You want lobster? What?"
Yeah. God, because that's what
More
happens.
chia seeds, Miranda.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
God.
I could spend 14 hours talking about what 55 means to the writers versus what 55 means to the world, you know? Like,
Hip replacement.
Yeah, they're the same ages as the Golden
menopause.
Girls. Did you guys know that?
right? Oh, yes. Oh my
But
gosh.
the Golden Girls don't even seem to have as many like
Ailments?
health afflictions.
Yes. Oh my god.
God.
Oh, it's so crazy. Oh, so crazy.
So I think I've talked myself into wanting just full Che all the time.
Bring it on. Let's make fun of it. Let's go. Like,
Because there's nothing that I think united us as a country more this past 10 weeks than our
Yes.
hatred of Che.
oh,
Yeah.
I just keep thinking, could you imagine if that is supposed to be your representation on TV? Like, how pissed would you be?
Oh.
And I think just the name itself
Oh.
is so annoying. Like, if their name had been
Yes.
like Joe Smith,
Right.
it wouldn't have been as irritating for some reason.
And why did Che have to say, "Hey, it's Che Diaz" about 100,000 times?
God.
Oh, in
If
the
you-
podcast.
Oh my god.
I mean,
There's a
Jen, you know,
podcast.
like if you moved, you clearly would not be able to do any YouTube anymore
Oh,
because
no.
you moved. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Totally.
Me and Jody have met once, shared a milkshake, and then I took off.
Yep.
We still managed to somehow have this technology.
Yeah.
What? That's not possible. What are you talking about?
She's
So do you
moving-
think
or
that the
they're moving.
voiceovers are going to come back then next season because now she's doing her own Sex in the City?
Okay, can I just say, okay, this is where I get pissy too. So Miranda, Cynthia Nixon in her interview was like, "This is not Sex in the City." It's like, bullshit. She even called it Sex in the City in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? So this is
They
the
wanted that to be a really cool moment for us too. Like we were going to be like, yes.
Ooh, it's Sex in the City. We're back. None of the what? No, that's not.
They even
making
had Carrie going back to her apartment, Carrie pulling out the old dress.
Several times.
Yes.
Several times. Back and forth with those apartments.
Because as you do, you buy a multi-million-dollar apartment and then immediately decide you can't live in it. What?
There's a beeping, and I just,
Oh.
I don't know what
my
to
God.
do. Someone help me.
I'm
My ears don't
little.
work.
I know.
I'm so little and cold.
I need sleeveys, right?
And then
See, I'm
calls,
obsessed with you guys.
calls up what's his face at 2 a.m, and she's like, "You're a young millennial, isn't he? Like
Right?
older than we are in real
He's
life."
50.
He's
some-
50.
Yeah,
He's
uh-huh.
exactly 50.
I don't know
Oh
how
my
to tell
God.
people to be quiet outside.
Right. Oh my
Again,
God.
Amanda,
You're
like
a
you and I
New
said,
Yorker.
you call the non-emergency police
Yeah.
line like the real coward that you are because you don't want anyone to know that it was you.
Or, like my neighbor, you knock on the wall when somebody's singing Meadowlark next door to
Yep.
them.
That's
Bad
awesome.
review from my neighbor.
Oh.
Okay, well, I guess that wraps up the Sex and the
Oh,
City.
Yeah.
gosh.
And just
God.
like that.
And
Just
just like
Aw.
that.
Waka waka. There you go.
Yeah, waka waka waka. Oh my gosh.
God.
Oh,
All right,
let's
should we
move
get
over
into
to
some Love is Blind?
Love is Blind.
yeah. Sounds good.
So I knew that this show existed when it was on season 1, but I don't remember anyone really talking about it. But then on Orchard of Snark, the Facebook group,
Yeah.
everyone was talking about it, and then you did message in the group chat a few times, like, everyone needs to watch this show. And with me, I'm such a binger, so if I don't like something, I'm just gonna, like, pretty much leave it. But I did, like, I binged the shit out of this. I listened to every podcast about it, and I woke up this morning at 1 o'clock, and I just watched
Texted me.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I was like, you better watch this now.
So I did at 5 a.m.
Oh
when
my
I got up, I'm like,
gosh.
oh. I had my
That's
earbuds
amazing.
in, have like watching it on my phone while I'm getting everything ready. Because I was like, okay, I can't make a man of me.
That's my plan for this weekend. That's fabulous. But don't worry.
Oh,
You
you're
can
gonna
say
love it.
anything in front of me. I don't care. I'm fine.
There's
Like,
really not that many spoilers, to be honest.
No, not
I
really.
can
but
probably
I
guess what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't know who got married. Like, it ends before
Okay.
anyone says I do. So
Right.
we have
Gotcha.
really no idea. But I've never scrambled to hit next episode as quickly as I did after this, like the 6th episode.
Okay.
Except it kind of doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. Great.
But
Yeah.
do you remember what I'm talking about, Jody?
Where,
I promise you won't spoil it.
let's
Go
just
for
say
it.
like Shayna,
Yeah.
where Shayna
Yeah, where
comes back.
Shayna
So
comes
I-
back.
But it's
and
only like
she-
an episode.
I'm
That
covering
should
it on
kinda-
my channel, and I took pictures of that episode, so I kind of saw with the stupid hat that she was on talking to Gary
The
Busey.
Oh,
hipster
yeah.
hat I hate.
Yeah.
I thought that I was the person that thought, I was like, oh, he looks like Gary Busey. I'm going to say that. And then everyone, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just universal. It's just it's a sexy baby fact
Oh.
that he looks like Gary Busey.
Somebody
I think he looks like Chris Frangiola, but with like a skin tightening disorder. You know, like Bob Saget's sister had that.
Yeah.
It's like the Zuvali Zoo because he's got like melt
Uh-huh.
off her lip.
Somebody pointed out it's like Troy Aikman and Gary Busey had a baby. I'm like, holy shit, that's good.
Yeah, Amanda, you're a huge Troy Aikman fan, right?
I'm an Aikman head.
Okay.
I don't know who that is. Is that like a football player or
Oh,
something?
okay,
Oh,
yeah.
good guess.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Nice job.
Sounds
Hey,
good.
It's like it's like
Let's go baseball. Okay, so did you watch the first season, Jen?
I did. I didn't
Okay.
lose my mind for. I didn't even recap it. I don't think I. Just
I'm
didn't get
watching it
into
right now, and I'm not. It's not really. Like, I'll watch it if
Okay.
if I have nothing
Well,
else
people
to watch.
did
but-
lose their minds. I remember when it was on because people were like, "Oh, are you going to recap? Are you going to recap it?" And I watched the first episode, and it didn't suck me in, and I just I didn't go anywhere. But
All
this
the
one, for
couples are
some
pretty
reason,
much carbon copies of the first season. Like,
Okay.
Oh.
Shayna is exactly like Jessica. They
Jessica.
look exactly like. It's the exact same storyline.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, should we just talk about Shane and Natalie? We just jump into
Sure.
them.
Jump into anybody.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
if anyone hasn't watched the show, I would say you don't even need to watch the first episode of either
Agreed.
season. Like, you can jump right in at the second episode because by that time they've established relationships.
It's a
I guess.
weird concept, or
is.
the
really weird.
I don't know if it's like the filming quality or something in that house. It's like a Big Brother meets the Circle show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see why they even have. If they're gonna have them living, like all the women living together, all the men, we just there's no.
Are they
What's the
though? I don't
point
think
of
they
it?
are. I think they're just going there for the day to film. I don't think there's actual bedrooms there.
Oh, maybe that's just like the green room.
Oh, I didn't think about.
Sitting-
See, I just
sitting room.
believe what's in front of me on my TV, so I believe that they're just sleeping there.
Because it seems like there would be some great conversations had in
Uh-huh.
those.
Yeah, but they have
sort
to
of
they have to
areas.
cut around people that we don't know, like that.
Right.
Odd.
Oh, you mean like the people who are bigger than a size?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's what I want to see is somebody
Yes.
like coming out and like somebody not being as attractive as they wanted them to be, and dealing.
we
with
see
that.
him in the background, but we don't get to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's like, yeah, Love is Blind. Wink.
Yeah.
When everyone's a 10.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And like the 10 meets a 9 and they get disappointed. Like, I don't know
Exactly.
if I can get there.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about Nick and Vanessa for a second too? What's
Oh.
the point? And can I just say Vanessa irritates the shit out of me?
Yes.
Which one is Vanessa?
I put
Vanessa
her-
Lachey.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Nick and
host.
Vanessa, you
Yeah.
god.
Sorry, yeah. The host.
Why are you here?
Exactly.
They host the reunion, by the way.
Oh.
And it's bad.
Oh my gosh.
They're not
So,
good hosts.
I put her in that Olivia Munn category where it's like, I don't know why you annoy me, but you annoy me, you know?
And are
Yeah.
you that pretty? Like, I know everyone thinks you're gorgeous, but like,
Uh-huh.
I don't see it. But am I the asshole? Like, I know you're prettier than I am, but
Right?
I think she'd call me fat behind my back.
Oh,
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 I
girl,
mean-
same. Yeah, she
Or to my face.
judge me for going to the craft services table. Like, yeah.
oh yeah. I'd be like, the Twizzlers are free. They're
Right.
free.
I want to hit her on the head with one. Yeah.
She's just like covered up in a blanket in the corner.
Right.
Oh no, she's just like
Hold on
a
a sec.
hot cup of tea. Like,
Yeah.
Hot water with lemon, please.
Oh my God.
Fall.
Seriously.
oh yeah, the Lachey's. Why?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what the point is. And what did he say before? Obviously, I'm Nick Lachey. Like,
Yeah, that was obnoxious. I would
Yeah.
want that to be cut. If I was Vanessa, I'd be like, we need to retake that. I
Yeah.
can't.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think
This is
I don't
a
think
show
they
that
like
needs a host.
each other. I don't think she cares. I think she thinks about herself, and yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't need a host at all. Why is there a host?
No
Or
idea.
just throw Nick Cannon in there.
yeah.
Hey,
He's
I'd
busy
watch it.
having kids. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Right,
yeah,
with
but he's not busy
everyone.
taking care of them though.
Right. All details, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see my kid here, right?
Right.
So, what couples like do we?
Okay, hold on. We got to talk about Shane and Natalie here.
Oh, yes.
Because
Shane and
okay, Shane, yes, like the face and everything. He totally reminds me of students that I've had. I used to teach 4th grade.
Yeah.
Where they were like, they definitely had some like ADHD stuff, like super good, like sweet boys that could go either way. And like you knew that they were going to go on to like self-medicate. And I'm not trying to be like mean, but you could
No,
just
right.
tell, like he
Yeah.
just has that sort of like, he's almost crawling out of his own skin.
Yeah,
And he doesn't
yeah, yeah.
mean any harm, but he would be the type that maybe would drink too much and get crazy or be an asshole, do something stupid, get in a car accident or whatever.
Right.
So like I do see that sweet, kind part of him, but then it's like, he just doesn't seem sustainable. Like his level of energy doesn't seem sustainable long term.
Can I ask you a spoiler? I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, but so when he talks to Shayna, is there a connection there, or does he tell her to F off? Like, what's happening?
No, she kind of spins out as she's talking to him.
Oh,
Like it starts
ooh,
out with
something
her
to
being
look
kind
forward
of, yeah, she's kind of flirty, but then she's just kind of talking herself.
They
out,
talk
like-
about her hat a lot,
Oh.
and I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
Sure.
Like that's
like check out my hat. and
when
she's
you have
being all
nothing else to
flirty.
talk about, right?
Yeah. She's like, we had a connection, and then it slowly turns into if you think you have a connection with her, then you're crazy. Everyone thinks that it's fake. You're so fucking fake. Like that's kind of how the episode ends, and that's why I was like, oh
okay.
my god. And then
Yeah.
it kind of,
Yeah.
I think he was just like, whoa.
Is Natalie pissed about it during this, or?
I
Not
cannot
really.
read her. I can't. I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
I had a good read on her because she just seems kind of beige and annoying. Yeah, I just can't get a read on Natalie. Like it seems like she'd be kind of like a dork in real life.
She laughs too much.
Yeah, and I
Like
hate-
at things that aren't
almost-
funny, and it's annoying.
Yeah, like he's out of her league. Is that bad to say?
I-
You're looking at me like,
I
find
just
him
think it's
attractive
too
at all.
different. No, I don't find him attractive either, but it's just too different. Weird. She takes herself very seriously, and he seems
Yeah.
like he's just waka waka. Here I go again. But you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, he's always on, and he's like
Yes.
such an extrovert, and she's an introvert, which can work.
It
But
can
yeah, I
work,
just don't really
but-
see what they. I mean, this is what Shayna says, and she's like, "What do you guys even talk about?"
I don't know.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't know
I
either.
agree with her. I don't know. They do
Yeah.
this weird thing where Natalie's always like, "No, look at me. No, like seriously, look at me." Like stares him in the eyes, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
What?
But she's finally, at least in this past few episodes, she's cut out the like her being like mean to him all the time. type thing. Like
Okay.
she's finally like being
This
nice.
one, like, she's kind of that immature. It's like immature high school girl flirting.
right.
Yeah, I kind of got the same vibe. Absolutely. Yep.
Where you're
But he's, like,
cringing
young a
watching
little
her.
bit.
Because
Yeah.
maybe you could like relate, like, oh God, I probably used to be like that.
Yeah, like I would have said that too,
Ugh,
but
yeah.
Like, how am I married? I don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
then him turning to her and saying like that was kind of mean, like
Yeah. But then he needs constant affirmation.
yeah,
That would get
it's
annoying
exhausting.
too. Like, chill out. Like, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think they're long-term compatible. He seems like a nice guy, though. He meets her parents, and I thought he seemed like a really nice guy with the parents. I love her dad.
Yeah.
He's like the
Okay.
sweetest. Like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever you want, honey. He was just so supportive and
Aw.
sweet.
Everyone's
Oh, that's
parents are
nice.
pretty good except for the one couple who I think is just like a complete dumpster fire, like waiting to just
Okay, hold on.
implode.
Let's do a 3,
Oh, I
2,
need to
1.
know.
Wait,
Yeah.
I can't think of the names now. Fuck.
We're trying to guess which parents are the dumpster fire.
Well, which
Yeah.
couple is the dumpster fire? But one
Oh.
of the people's parents is just like.
Okay, so wait. Let's go through our couples.
Okay,
We have
okay, thank you.
oh, well, first of all, okay, so we had Shayna, who
Uh-huh. Kyle.
yeah,
Shane and
Kyle.
Yeah.
Is
Can
there
I be honest?
Yeah.
I want to find him attractive, but
Oh, Kyle's so ugly.
He carries the
somebody
little
called
person,
him a
little person
hobbit
Jane.
on my
He's
channel,
like-
and that's
he
all.
carries the little person, Jane. Like, there's
Yeah,
a
okay,
100%
okay.
chance of him having
Okay.
a
He
little
looks like a
person.
little baby, a bebe.
Okay, he's just a baby boy, right?
Yeah.
Not a baby, like a little person.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like
Yeah,
he
no,
would
right,
be
right.
on the roll-off show.
Like
Little
he's
People, Big World.
almost cute, but then you start looking like,
And
Yeah,
he,
it's like
he
he's a
thinks
Picasso.
he's cute, which
oh,
makes
for
him
sure, for sure,
not
yes,
cute at
yeah,
all.
it's Picasso. Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Well, it's almost like Salvador with the dark,
I
handsome,
said-
good looks.
Yeah, Kyle would be Salvador if he didn't carry the little person gene.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
you're
exactly.
right, though. You're
Thank
right.
you for that.
Again,
yes.
this is
No,
like
you're
sexy
right.
baby. It's not. I'm not being mean. It's just a fact.
No, you're right. You're
Build-A-Bear
absolutely
shoes.
right.
Yeah. Just
are
like Alina,
you-
90 Day Fiance, wears Build-A-Bear shoes. Yes. So okay. So Shayna, I forgot where you would have left off then. So Shayna and Kyle.
So that's okay. Yeah, it was Shayna and Kyle.
They break it off.
Ayana. Oh, Shayna and Kyle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because
Oh,
of the-
right.
Because
No,
of the
sorry.
religious aspect.
I figured. Sorry, I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah,
confused.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was coming. Yeah. How do you change your core values? Like, you either believe or you don't,
also-
or you're okay.
Can we just touch on her family very briefly? Because then she's basically like off the show.
So I took pictures of that. I saw what they look like. I didn't have the audio on yet.
By the way, everyone is rich as fuck. Everyone comes from like
Okay.
rich ass families.
I don't think they're
Oh.
rich ass really. I mean, I think they're like
all have,
maybe
like,
middle
pools.
to upper
What's-
middle class.
Yeah, well,
I
one of them
forgot.
like lives on like
They're
a
in
lake.
Chicago.
They go, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They I don't know. These
Which
houses
one?
look fucking huge.
I know Shake's parents.
the-
That's definitely Naperville. I think I
Okay,
saw
yeah,
that too.
Shake's
Which is like down
parents,
the
yeah.
road.
And
I
deep,
forgot you're in
deep.
Chicago. So these
Yeah,
have
in
you
the
ever seen
burbs.
anybody or seen filming or anything or heard anything about
No, I mean, like I'm in the suburbs,
Mm.
and they're filming a lot of this stuff in the city. I need to look up that wedding venue because it looks. I don't know if that's like. I don't think it's Chicago Golf Club because you can't. That's like in the city where I live, and I think you have to be a member. It's like Michael Jordan shit, and they're not filming there. I gotta look it up, or maybe it's Lincoln.
Yeah.
Or anyway,
You got to
Wait.
do better stalking. You just got.
I
you
know
gotta
I
step
gotta
up your
look
stalking.
into it now. I definitely know that Deep Tea, she's like Central Illinois, like Bloomington Normal.
Okay.
She's like way down there.
Wait, so we have Deep D and Shake. We have Mallory and Sal.
Yeah,
We have
Jarrett.
Natalie,
and Ayana.
Jarrett and Ayana.
Jarrett
Yep.
and Ayana.
Salvador and Mallory.
And then who's that
Uh-huh.
other one?
Salvador and Mallory.
No, who's the last one?
Oh, Danielle
Shane.
and Nick.
Oh, right.
Danielle and Nick. She's the one with the brown hair.
Yeah.
So can I just tell you on Danielle, I started out saying, I really like her. She's really cool. She seems, you know what I mean? Like I can relate to somebody that struggled with weight. And,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
sense of self and all that.
She needs
And then,
so much therapy.
holy crap. Yeah. By episode 5, I was like, you just got to leave this girl. And can I say, again, I'm not trying to be the asshole here. no way is Nick straight. I mean, dude, just be gay.
Oh,
Find a nice
yeah,
guy.
you
It's
should see
cool,
our
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No, like
just
from
go be
the
happy.
get-go.
Right? Okay, cool.
But, okay,
Which
so
is why
let's
he
go
seems to be a very, very angry man.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
wearing his dog on his socks. I mean, come on. You know?
The way he grooms his dog, I could tell. I'm like, yeah, no, that's
Right.
That's a really cute dog, though. Let's
He is a
say
cute
a
dog.
3, 2, 1 who we think is the
Dumpster
biggest and whose parents on both sides are terrible.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
mine.
All right,
Okay.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Danielle and
Danielle and
Nick.
Nick.
Oh.
Okay, but Jen hasn't seen the,
Yeah, Jen
the
hasn't
latest
seen these last
episodes.
ones.
No.
So
Shake
that's
and
fair.
Deep D, you're gonna start liking. Both of their parents are awesome.
I figured hers are lovely.
Like
He seems
dream
like a-
in-laws.
His
honestly,
are,
on
his
both
are great
sides.
too.
Yeah.
Both
Oh.
sides. Everyone's
Well,
so
there you
happy
go.
that they're both Indian, but both of them do say, "I just want my child to be happy." But they're all obviously happy that like, oh, you did end up marrying an Indian person.
Okay.
Right.
Well, good.
Danielle and
I just
Nick.
can't get over him. I'm sorry.
I know.
Shake.
Yeah, no, let's talk
But
about him
the-
as long as we're talking about it.
Yeah,
The things that he has said about her, even if they live happily ever after, how do you watch that back and not
kind of redeems
punch
it
him in
a
the face?
bit in this last.
He
episode.
he
explains
waffles
it
back
better.
and forth. He goes
just
back
doesn't
and
say-
forth.
He calls her his aunt. Like, could you
Okay, but
imagine
that he specifically does say, because it does sound really awful
Yeah.
if you're like, I feel like I'm hanging out with my aunt. But then he later specifies, she reminds me so much of my aunt. So that's more what he meant, like, oh, I feel like I'm hanging out with my aunt.
The
Not
aunt you
more of
wanna
a
bang,
generalized
right?
aunt. But
No,
but he
because
says he finds
whoever
her
he's talking to
attractive.
in that conversation, they're like, yeah, but like turn the lights down low, get some drinks, like just like and he's like, yeah, but I can't be like getting on with my aunt.
Oof, yeah, right?
I can see that. I can
right?
see what he's saying though, because they are. I couldn't imagine them like making out really.
No, he reminds me so much of a guy I went to high school with. And I always told him, like, you're going to marry a blonde girl that you're going to meet in the hospital. Like, he, like, looks like Shake and everything. And, like, sure enough, I think they did. I haven't seen him in years, but I'm pretty sure they did, like, an arranged marriage thing. And they got divorced quickly thereafter. And he's, like, dating all these blonde girls.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's just, like, and not even as, like, a cultural thing, but there's, like, certain guys you see and you're like, that's the kind of girl you like. My
Yeah,
brother's the
yeah.
same way. My brother
Why
likes
fight it,
teeny
right?
tiny blonde girls.
The
Like,
reality gay podcast, they said that he's just Tom Haverford from Parks and Rec.
yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah, exactly.
funny. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
and like
that's-
he wants to
literally.
be seen with like the hot little blonde, tight looking thing. That's just who he is. And veterinarian / DJ.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh.
you tag DJ on that, it means that you're not a successful veterinarian. I'll tell you
right,
that.
or DJ, right? I mean,
Or DJ.
Well, actually, he was a vet at a place like Old Townhouse like several years ago. He was part of a veterinary clinic in Aurora. I don't know if you know that is, Jen.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean it's like way out. It was like kind of in the burbs or whatever. But now he's in the city, and I might have accidentally gone to his LinkedIn page, and
Good stalking. I love it.
my fingers
I'm
accidentally
always
fell on the
supportive of it.
keys.
It happens.
He also has himself listed as, it says vet / DJ, and then it's like mindset coach.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, ugh, like immediate
So
shivers.
you signed up for it, and
I'm like, oh great. So now you're like a lifestyle coach. And also, I don't know if that would be something that you're very good at, considering you can't get out of the mindset
Yeah,
of
you can't
seeing
get out of
this
your own fucking
perfect,
head.
gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
She's
Right?
beautiful.
She's
gorgeous.
perfect. I'm in love with her.
stunning, right?
Yeah.
I know. I want to take her to that swim cave that they went to,
Yeah,
right?
like, I'm just not sexually attracted to her. And I hate
Oh.
to say this, but the first time I saw it in his eyes, and the first time they kind of, they lay over his little talking heads, was when they were on their honeymoon and she went into their little pool wearing her swimsuit. And remember, then he got kind of like cold. And she's like, I can't wait to have
Yeah.
babies with you. And he's like, we'll just see
Yeah.
how it goes.
right,
I'm like,
He's
oh, because she
Asin.
had a dimple on her thigh.
right.
Now you're suddenly
Heaven
like,
forbid,
ew.
right? But because he's so perfect, right? How about his weird fascination with picking women up? Have you know, like his he talks about it all the time,
Ooh. I think
it's
putting
'cause he's
women on his
tiny.
shoulders. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that's his. Yeah, Can you imagine if someone
That
asked
is
you
my
that?
nightmare. That is
Oh my
my.
God.
I'm 6 feet tall. My feet would drag behind. That is my nightmare. Like,
That wouldn't be my concern if somebody asked if they could pick me up. I'd be like, no, you can't. You probably couldn't lift me off the ground, to be honest. I'm not sitting on your fucking shoulder.
You're like, if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be in my house because I have homeowners insurance, and I know I'm gonna
Right.
kill you, and your family's gonna sue me. So.
No, but exactly. So he talked about it so much in the original episodes. I actually pointed out, like, he picks up women, and I always tease, is he going to set them on a scale? Is that what he's trying to do?
Probably.
It's the strangest thing.
Yeah,
it's weird.
A shitty thing.
He has to be able to lift him up so he can feel like a man.
It's so what happens when life happens and you have babies and you put on the pounds? And,
What's going to happen is he's going to probably, I feel like he might say no. He'll start dating somebody like Shayna, and then he'll realize, we had good sex for a couple months, and then I realized she's fucking nuts. And then he'll be like,
she
I
wears
want
the
Deep
hat
Deep
in
back.
bed.
Yeah,
Right.
she would wear
Actually,
that.
he talks to his mom at one point after he brings Deep D home to meet his parents. She leaves or something, and then he's talking with his mom, and his mom actually says to him, you know, like, you're my son and everything, but I'm kind of seeing it from her point of view. Like, she is perfect for you. And if you're not going to appreciate her for everything, she's going to be able to find someone who appreciates 100% of everything about her. And I was like, God, I love that mom.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's
Talk
awesome.
about a dream mother-in-law. Oh.
During that conversation, I think Deep D's outside just petting their German Shepherd on the lawn, which is even cuter.
That sounds fun to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
I think they're going to get
ever.
married. And
I hope they do. The wedding
they'll be
looks
together.
so fun too. When they show the wedding, my cousin married an Indian girl, and like it's like a week-long celebration, and like my mom went and she got to go. My mom was so Amanda. They put henna all up my hands and arms, Amanda. It was. She said it was like the best, coolest wedding, most beautiful wedding. She's like, all these women are stunning.
Yeah.
And so it'll be a fun wedding.
I think she's going to catch him texting or talking to some other girls, though. Like, he left his options open.
Well, like Mallory
And now that he's getting
Sal.
fame from the show, I think,
Yep.
I want to talk, speaking of, let's talk about Mallory and Sal, because, you guys. Mallory goes over, everyone's going to meet, like, to see everyone's houses, like, their apartments and stuff. And then Mallory goes, and everyone has their, like, all the men kind of have their own place. They own or they rent, but they have a good place. Yeah. And then let's remind her, he's in music. So he has a roommate.
He is?
College.
He hasn't brought out a guitar. Or
So like the second you walk in,
like
like the roommate comes out and he's like, "Yeah, we went
ukulele."
Yeah. In the background, you can see a guitar like out, like just like next to the couch, and I'm like, the second someone reaches for that guitar, I'm like, my soul would leave my body. And she's like, like, I bet you guys are talented. Like, do you guys sing together? She seems to genuinely like guitar.
She does.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Talk about the ick factor.
Every
This
time.
is like the Carrie from Sex and the City.
Yes, all 3 times he plays for her. So he picks up the guitar. They sing like a full song, and her face is like my face.
Yeah, like
would just
like all 4
verses.
Now that is like my
choruses.
favorite song in Spanish. Like, I love that when like a mariachi band sings that one song. But him singing it,
oh no!
Like, my tubes were tying themselves. Like, everything was just sewing shut. No.
And like I've been sung serenaded like that, and like I can hold my face.
We need details.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Tell
just
us, girl.
because I went to music school, so like guys I dated would be like, "You want to hear?" I remember Mole serenaded me, and I texted you in the middle of it. I'm like, he's playing the ukulele right now.
You're like, I'm not looking up because he's actually looking at me while he's playing right at this very moment. I was like, do you need me to text you as your neighbor and say that your apartment's flooded?
Yeah.
Next time, film it and add me in on this text chain. I need to see this.
Well, I don't. We don't talk to Mole anymore. But so my face, if somebody's doing this, for about 10 seconds, I can hold it in place, and then the light just goes out of my eyes, and I'm just like,
because it becomes more about them than you.
Yes. I'm like, what am I? It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, what do you want me to say?
How many times are you going to do this within a 2-week period? Is this like every 3 days? How often is this?
But then we find out that
after sex.
God, he so would. That was amazing, Mallory.
You're in the bathroom and you just hear him like warming up, like, like oh,
Bing, 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 bing.
I'm just gonna lock this bathroom door.
I'm not feeling good. Just gonna sleep in here tonight.
So then we find out though that Mallory and him get in a fight because he had been dating a girl before he went, and the girl didn't know, and now all of a sudden he's back in Chicago with like a fiance. So the girl gets pissed, and she like went to his sister's house and was like, "What the fuck?" And then Mallory found out, and Sal's like, "It's not even a big deal, like whatever." So that's when I start thinking he's doing this show to be discovered for like his fucking music.
Ew.
I think that. I do think that, yes. Because then, to make it up to Mallory, he makes her meet him on a bridge, and he plays the ukulele.
He's waiting, singing a song.
Not even a guitar, but a uke.
Oh. And she's full tears.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And there's like flower petals and shit. I'm like, this is too much.
Too much ick. Can I drag you guys backwards for a sec, though, and say, what about when Mallory and Jarrett had their moment?
Ooh,
I was so attracted to Jarrett, and then he had to go do that.
Totally. Yeah, I don't like him at all.
No,
I've moved on to his friend with the black hat.
Oh, I haven't met his friend yet.
Oh, the friend with the black hat can get it. Okay. You'll meet him at the bachelorette party.
I will be paying attention.
Minus the earring.
Yeah,
He wears like a big heart earring, but like if you just like yank the earring out on accident.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really
hide
like
that in the ukulele. We're good.
But everyone loves Ayanna when they meet her because she is gorgeous. But I mean, I think that's too much of a blow for any woman to be able to live through. Is that?
Yeah.
And also she's a little annoying too. I feel she's a little annoying. She laughs a little too much.
I'm
Ayanna.
starting to pick up on the Ayanna. I really liked her and I want to like her, but there's something it's almost like an insecurity there, and
that's exactly what it is. But she laughs a lot, like at things that aren't funny, and I think it is just because it is a blow to her self-esteem, and like I couldn't live through that. I couldn't.
Yeah, we don't really get a whole lot from them, really, though.
No, that might be because they actually work out, and then so it's not exciting.
Yeah, they're kind of boring. Now, Mallory, what are your thoughts on her?
So
I don't like her at all.
Yeah, I wanted to like her. I think she's stunning to look at, so it distracts me, but then there's not much there.
She's just beige.
Yeah, she's beige.
There you go. But what I don't understand is they made such a big deal about the Mallory and Jarrett, talking of it all. Next episode, nothing.
Yeah.
Like they address it later when Kyle or whoever Salvador brings it up, but
Jarrett kind of discusses it with his friends at the bachelor party where he's like, I told you guys about Mallory, and that would have been like, we get along good, and that would have been a couple weeks of fun, but Ayanna's who I should be with. So there's also like a storyline where he keeps going out till like, she's like, I'm not even asking you to be home at 1, but even like 3, I'm like, I would this would never work with me.
Never. No.
But okay, I hate to be like, I'm on the guy's side here, but it's only been 2 weeks.
Right.
And they just got back.
What are you doing? Why are you going out till 3?
If they're just like meeting each other, because this is his last week before he gets married to this girl. Right?
Yeah, but if that's your mindset that that's something you want to do, I don't think that's gonna if I could never.
He
date
might be like, this is my
going
last fling. I don't know.
I mean, I guess. Do you want to go out till 3 a.m.?
Okay, well, no, but if I were with a guy nonstop for the last like 3 weeks, 3 weeks,
like you need your space.
Yeah, I might want to go out and like. Yeah, see my friends or whatever before I go into this filming of this show. And then do they show honeymoon and after all the wedding or no?
The first season they did like a 2 years later catch up, and then they did like couples retreat, and they did
but nothing right away.
Catch up. I don't think so. I think they just get married. Maybe they go on a honeymoon. I don't know. I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wait, who else do we have? So Salvador.
Well,
Salvador's kind of beige too.
Yeah, he's beige, and I really do. I do think he's using this for, especially if he did that dirty to that girl who they had been dating. He's like, I knew for a whole year I was going to do this experiment, so I think they were together pretty much the whole time.
I think they were just like hookup buddies.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
still,
I got.
that sucks though.
But I don't think they were allowed to tell anyone what they were doing. I think that's the whole thing. You can't tell anyone.
That sucks.
I think about that. If somebody told you, hey, Jody, hey, Amanda, you're going to be on this show, don't tell anybody. you don't tell 90% of people, but we're talking to each other about it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jody's my first call.
Right? Exactly.
Jody might have been my second call that when I broke my ankle if my mom hadn't picked up.
Right.
Because I know Jody would have figured out a solution
I
to the
would have put on a
problem.
diaper and I would have driven to Canada. Wait,
yeah, I
right
think
there.
the worst thing about Mallory is that she enjoys being serenaded too.
Yeah.
I think she's got like that's a serious problem.
Yeah, but even at a point, if you love that, it's got to get old. That's like being.
It's encouraging him to keep doing
Okay, guys. That's
See what
like
has to do?
saying. Yeah, that's like saying, I like wine and I like coffee. So then that's what you get for every gift for
Yeah.
everything. Where you're like,
Or I
that was
like-
really
or I like
cool.
purple.
The first
Right.
time.
It's great.
The
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
told my mom I want my spare room to be purple, I mean you should see this room.
Oh,
It is.
pictures, please. Right.
I'll send you a picture. It's gorgeous, but it's the purple room.
Yeah.
So
It is
purple.
referred to as the purple.
That's
room.
like the SNL skit too, where it's like you're a mom now, so every gift is like a
Right.
robe
Yeah.
or the Pandora
Oh,
bracelet.
yeah.
Like I
Pandora-
like coffee.
Or it's like I know what you do for a living, and it is nurse.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a charm with just like cross on it.
Yeah, I think pretty soon that's gonna lose the novelty. Like, what are we gonna sing about now? Like, sorry I didn't do the dishes.
He's
I'll
he's
do
definitely
better
going
next
to.
time.
God,
I don't know.
so
It's like,
annoying.
okay, so wait, we had Natalie. Oh, Shane and Natalie.
Yeah, Shane and
We're
Natalie.
talking with them.
Well, I was just gonna say they leave a little cliffhanger before they getting married. They're gonna get in a big fight.
Okay.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
the
that's right.
day of, it's like, what's gonna happen? What's going
And
on?
she hinted that her parents were difficult. So did you see that when you watched the parents?
No, her mom was just concerned, but no,
Okay.
they blew that. And then her dad's like, well, I mean, it's, as long as she's happy. And so
Yeah.
it was fine.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Danielle and Nick.
Okay, this is
Whoa.
Tell me everything.
Disaster
Yeah, this is-
waiting. This is DOA.
Okay,
Okay.
so yes, she's very self-conscious.
Yeah,
And
we
she's
all
got
we
that-
all can like
All
I think that's why
relate.
we all like
Yes.
her at first.
Yes. Exactly.
But I think
Yes.
he's doing it to her. I think he is sleeping with the
Ooh.
enemy, uber control freak. He makes her
He's a little bit of a
feel
gaslighter.
Yes, he makes her feel
Oh.
self-conscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you meet his family. His mom, and I'm not saying this to be offensive. I
Oh, no,
genuinely had to kind of look and be like, oh, is this his dad who's now a trans woman? Just because the voice is,
Okay.
it's like a low bass.
Well,
maybe
I look
she
forward to
smokes a
watching
lot.
that.
I think
Oh, yeah.
she's
Okay.
had a rough she's had like a rough couple decades, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
No, what are you talking about? Her personality was just really vibrant.
If we could name her, I mean,
Stop
I don't even remember what
smiling,
her
lady.
name is. It would be like a
Dinah.
Tawny, or like a
Che Diaz, whatever.
No, Chase smiles and stuff though.
Right.
This woman is
or
just
like a Tanya, like a rough
Okay.
Tanya.
Okay.
She reminds me of the mom
In a
from
bar
Don't,
fight, right?
from,
Yes.
Throw Mama from the Train. It's like that mom.
Oh,
Danny DeVito's
I know
mom in
exactly.
Throw Mama from the
Got
Train.
it.
She's
Yes.
rough around the edges.
Yeah, she's been through
Okay.
it.
All right.
Justine just sent us a
picking people up on
positively
her
awesome
shoulders, too.
Isaac clip, Jody.
What?
Justine just sent us a positively
Oh, I
awesome
can't
Isaac
wait.
TikTok clip. Just
Um,
FYI.
Yeah, I just think he, like, because she'll say, yeah, I'm just like really self-conscious and I just get worried. And he's like, well, I don't know why you're feeling that way. And she's like, okay, well, I don't want you to be mad at me when I say that. And he's like, well, I mean, I'm going to love you regardless. I just don't understand where you're coming from. And so it makes her feel even
Okay.
more self-conscious about it. And he's like, well, I just
Yeah.
don't know if I can live with that the whole time.
I don't even think
Okay.
he's a bad. I think their communication skill or methods are so opposite that it's just never gonna work either way. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think his family is awful. His sisters
Okay.
are awful.
I don't think the sisters, but I think the mom has got.
I don't like that one sister. But we find out that, okay, like, she's kind of like a wild child. And
Ooh.
she's like, if my friends come over, yeah, tables get broken. So, I mean, it happens. So she's a little bit...
Ukuleles get played, whatever.
Uh-huh.
She has like rock band, like they had a big argument about like, cause his house is like immaculate, and she's like, no, but like I want my rock band out. He's like, well, can't we just put it away? And she's like, but it's like a drum set.
She's like,
So
if
you
I'm going to
expect
be
her-
using it every day, why wouldn't I just have it out?
Yeah. But you
Like,
expect her house
number
to look
one-
like a hoarder's house, but it's not. It looks normal. It just has a...
Like a lived-in house. Oh my God, don't look around here, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
But like she's got like a hot dog costume.
I
and
thought
a
that
corn
made me
costume.
love her. That is so...
Okay.
He's like...
Yeah.
And she has like a corn costume she makes him wear. And then she's like... he's like, so what? She's like, it's like, I host a lot. And he's like, so you just answer the door and you just happen to be in a corn costume? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, that is funny.
That
Like,
is
I
fun.
love that. That's
I can
hilarious.
get on board with that. Sure.
Yeah.
I can handle that better than the ukulele getting played for me.
Totally.
For
But
sure.
and then so he's wearing this corn outfit, and she's like, yeah, no, that happens to me. And my friends get kind of crazy, and we have a lot of fun. And he's like, it's like foreshadowing Jody, because he's like, I'm just really hot. I'm hot in this corn outfit I've seen. But because then at the wedding, they show
my
like
God.
a little bit of their wedding, and she gets up there looking like fucking Elizabeth Taylor, like stunning.
Oh.
And instead of him going, "You look beautiful," he goes, "I've never sweated so much in my life." And
That's
Oh
the
my
first
God.
thing he said, and he's
but
like
he is.
through his suit.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Through his suit in the back. The back of his suit is wet.
No one else is sweating.
Well, that's karma then. Enjoy that, right?
Well, I mean,
I
like,
would
it
have
is
been like,
dripping.
I do, just so we can get inside into the air conditioner.
Right.
I
Yeah.
cannot do
We'll deal with the rest of it later. But I mean, it is dripping.
Oh.
And it shows like people
Feel bad
around
for
him
him.
that are not sweating. Like he is like obviously he doesn't handle stress well. But let's talk about her family though. Because you look at her insecurities and maybe her body issues. And then you meet her mom and you're like, there it is.
Her mom's like a hot. Her mom was definitely like hot back in the day, and she's still hot.
Okay.
She's got like a banging body. Her
She-
stepdad could also get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
her stepdad-
okay.
Her mom might be just a little bit of an alcoholic.
Whoa.
Okay.
Slightly. She's
Imagine
fucking
Shane
wasted.
as like a 62-year-old woman, and that is her mom. Like
Hot. Yeah. Right.
So she says straight to the camera, you know, Danielle's always had issues with being fat and ugly. So, I mean, hopefully, like, she doesn't say that, but she's like, she's always had these
Right.
body image issues and, like, not liking
my
her.
God.
And she says this right to the camera. So she's like, I'm glad she found someone that likes her for who she is. Having
Oh
a
my
mom
God.
like that just doesn't bode
No.
well for someone with body
I
issues.
think I saw the mom when I was taking pictures. Is she teeny?
Yeah, she's like a
it's
little
kind of
blonde
Teeny,
hair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I saw her. Okay. Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah, they
Wow.
walk in
Yeah.
and she like literally throws a glass of champagne on Nick, and she's like, "Whoopsie daisies, we got to spill already." So I mean, what's going on? Because I was a psychology major, so I pretty much like really gonna read people's minds. And what's your
she's
sex
like
life like?
She's
Because
like
the
a
sex life is
Ramona.
very
She's
important.
a Ramona kind of. I feel like it's
Oh,
that
God.
energy. And then as she's
So
getting
she
more...
said something racist then? No.
Well, I'm sure she said many racist things.
Right.
Like, guaranteed. But they're like, as she's getting more and more drunk, I feel like she's trying to be like the cool mom. Like, let's show how
Okay.
open we are. So she's
Oh my
like,
God.
like she's asking like how often they have sex and stuff. Like it's
Oh,
just
no.
really inappropriate and like it's
Right.
not cool at this point. You're just gross.
Yeah, it's like
Can we talk about? Oh, go ahead. Sorry. No.
I was just gonna say, I think Nick does seem not totally straight. Like he might be somewhere in the middle on the Kinsey scale of
sure.
sexuality. And I think there's just some sort of I need to control my life and how people perceive me and how things look. And there's some anger behind that. And it's coming out on
Okay.
her because she's not. That's what I'm getting.
So I did get comments about that.
Oh.
People are thinking that Nick might be bisexual and did this for the notoriety of it all. I don't want to say
Okay.
fame, but you know what I mean? Like I thought.
So
oh,
he's the
that's an
Carlton
interesting
of this
take.
season.
That's right. I forgot about Oh God, Carlton. Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
That was.
Right?
Oh,
Jody, I told
yeah.
you about him in
Carlton and
one of our
Diamond.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond. And when he tells his fiance that he's bi,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, I wish you had told me that earlier." And he's like, "You fucking homophobic
Yes.
bitch!"
Exactly. And she couldn't have been sweeter. She's,
she's
like,
like, "Oh,
well,
I just-
I would have liked to know. Yeah.
Like who you've had sex with before, so it feels like a
Right.
major part of your life.
Yeah.
Right. Can we talk about this? He's like, fuck you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then it starts talking about her. He's like, and your weave's bad too. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, he starts getting the gayer part of the gayer sassier part of his personality came out
Yes.
in that moment.
Okay, I have to talk about Shayna's family here for a second.
I was going to ask.
well,
Now, I took pictures. I haven't listened to it yet. I was interested to see Mom. What's the deal with Mom?
She doesn't really do much.
the mom
Okay.
doesn't do much. I think she's probably quiet, but also
Okay.
kind of controlling. I think
Okay.
the brother asking do you
Do you have a
value or
relationship
do you
with God?
trust? Yeah, do you cherish God and do you value being an American?
Oh,
I'm just going to just
That's
like
the second thing you mentioned.
think there might be a slight possibility that I know where her brothers and her dad were on January 6th last year. I'm just
is he a
saying-
shaman? Is that
exactly. There might be a red hat somewhere in the house with some words on it.
Some white
No,
letters embroidered
No,
on it.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
That is what's going to cross my mind when you say, "Do you put America first?"
Right.
And
Well,
do
God
you
is
love
first
God?
and then America.
God
Yeah.
country.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
I mean, it was, but those are not the first questions you ask someone when they're coming into your
Or
home.
the
they're
50th
married.
questions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's like, where did
also-
you grow up? Do you have any pets? Do you where'd you go to school?
And they're like, "Oh, but we like hunting, skeet shooting, and road bike. What do you
Dirt
call 'em?
biking.
Dirt
Dirt
biking."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, Jesus."
America, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh.
But I mean, that's something Shayna should have never said yes to him. That was so
Right. Oh,
stupid.
no. So stupid. Yeah.
Because she was in panic mode.
And I think
Well-
she's the kind of girl who there's no way she could leave that house without having a guy.
Yeah.
Totally. Remember how much Gary Busey fucking freaked the fuck out when she told him in the room? He's like, whoa! Oh, fuck! Fuck! And his eyes are just like, bing!
How about Gary Busey when he couldn't hit the baseball? So, okay, first of all, the girls' bachelorette party. They
I
go
fast
on.
forwarded through that.
They go on like a river cruise, like a Chicago river
like a tiki
booze
cruise,
boat.
I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. The guys get to go to Wrigley Field, get to go on the field and go to bat. That's like two completely different leagues
Oh my
of being
gosh.
able to do something. Going on to
Seriously.
Wrigley Field. Okay, so all the guys they're like knocking them out of the park. They're actually pretty good. You can tell which ones played baseball. Like I bet Jarrett did. Sal actually has never picked up a baseball bat, but he was knocking them out. And then
Hey.
Gary Busey goes to up. He whiffed everyone, never made contact.
And he's probably like,
And he, they interviewed him later. He's like, I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, it's just like embarrassing. He was losing. Sincerely, you're gonna see it. Like he is pissed.
oh, I can't wait. Yeah.
And so mad that he didn't hit any of those balls. But he's like,
Oh, wait,
my
can I,
gosh.
wait,
but,
let me say
I'm really excited
something
to get
really
married.
quick. Going back
Yeah.
to Danielle and Nick, they're the ones that live on like a lake. And they go,
Okay.
they take him fishing just down by their dock. And they're like, you better catch a fish. You can't marry my daughter. So he's like,
Oh, God.
fuck. And he does catch a fish. And it's this.
Oh.
It's like a little,
A
like,
guppy.
yeah, it's like a minnow. It's very,
my
it's very-
gosh.
he's like, I can't believe I
Perfect.
did it. But anyway, yeah. So back to Gary Busey. He's
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
he's not. His eyes.
Okay.
Woo.
Imagine him on top of you during sex.
Oh,
I said it. You know what I mean?
God. Rage.
God.
Is this good for you?
Yeah.
No, I feel like he would be very much like, don't make noise. I'm concentrating.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's got to be able to focus.
He's in his head. He's gonna focus on that shit.
Yeah, he has the runaway bride eyes too. Like where you can see
Yeah.
the whites
Oh.
all around, and that's when you know that's like, real
All the
crazy.
way around.
He just needs like the right psychiatrist to give him the right kind of thing to just like take the
Yeah.
edge off a little
Just
bit.
smoke some pot.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, I might
Take the
suggest
edge
a little
off.
Effexor. It's great.
Okay.
Oh,
Does
yeah,
the
yeah,
body
he's-
good for me at least? I don't know.
Bring it
He might
on.
need like
Yeah.
a tranquilizer dart though. He needs something stronger.
Yeah.
Just those
my
two, I
goodness.
don't see it long term. I think he's gonna tire of her real quickly.
And vice versa. I think should be like, I can't with this energy.
yeah.
I can't.
Now the episode ends. The episode 9 ends with.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just Jody, when you put this up, just make sure you say spoilers.
Oh,
for
sure,
Love
sure,
Is
sure.
Blind.
Yeah.
She says yes. Danielle says yes, and
Okay.
he's just fucking sweating.
Oh my God.
sweating.
And she kind of does like a like. You're
Yeah, like when
you're gonna
because
say-
he goes second,
Right.
so we don't know what he says. But I feel like he
Oh.
says yes because
I
Is he?
know.
Okay.
because they make it look like everyone's like mad and she looks down and then the mom is pissed. But I feel like he must say yes.
her mom is like,
But-
"Oh Christ, I knew it. Oh, this isn't going well."
she's
Oh
like
my gosh.
3 bottles deep at this point, but just at the ceremony. So we'll see. I mean, but
Could
what
we do quick
what do we think?
predictions?
Yeah,
quick
exactly.
predictions.
So we have Danielle and Nick. I would say they shouldn't get married, and I would think that he would say no because he's sweating so much. But the fact that they're making it look like he said no is making me think he does say yes.
Okay. And if he's a perfectionist, then he'd probably want to carry on that image that it worked, right?
Because you can still break up
Yeah.
later. I mean,
That's what I think too,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like Ayana says, like, I don't believe in divorce. Like, when I get married, it's the one. It's like, yeah, well, that's what everyone says.
Exactly.
Like, no one's like,
well,
wait till
Nick's
this
mom says that. Nick's mom says that too. She's like, nobody goes into marriage thinking they're gonna get divorced.
you know what? Let me just say this.
It's true, though.
I cannot wait to see his mom.
I had a coworker tell me this, and it makes sense. Is that she said, you should never marry someone that you wouldn't want to divorce. Meaning, like, if you see that bad side ahead of time and you're like, oh, they would be horrible to break up with in a divorce, like, don't go into that. Like, if you know they're a vindictive,
That's
bad.
actually really cool. Well, then
That
I picked the right guy to get divorced with.
But, like, it's a good
I
point.
did.
Like, if they have that horrible, nasty side to them, then
Yeah.
if you see
that's
it,
interesting.
like, don't, yeah.
What if I had married Bacon Fingers? What if I had married him?
No.
I like my mind won't let me go there.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I know. I was gonna
Can't do
make a
it.
joke about always smelling like bacon. I don't know.
God, you just can't even like the thing. I am. This is why I do believe in a higher power, because all of that didn't happen. Thank God.
But how do you feel about America?
Oh yeah, exactly. Did he love America?
That's right.
Dirt
I can't
bikes?
be friends with you otherwise, right?
Okay, so who else do we have? Okay, so
I wanted to say one thing real quick about Shayna. So she's another one. If you watch her mouth, she doesn't know how to hold it right.
Well, because
And
she
it's
has so
something I
much. She
can
has
know
fillers.
so much. So even when she turns to the
Yeah,
side
it's-
and she's resting,
Yeah, it's a duck face.
it's just all lips. But she still, when she purses her mouth, she's like,
Yeah.
it's just a lot. Yeah,
I can't
I'm
stand
little.
her because you could tell she's the girl that has never been turned down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
guy wanted
Yeah.
her, so she just cannot handle the fact that Natalie got a guy over her.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of expected to hear you guys say that Shane was in it. I figured he'd be into her because,
I
hot
assume
blonde,
too.
whatever,
I
like,
think maybe
yeah.
he was like, there was a little spark, like waiting, and because there's always that something in the back of your head, like, well, whatever. But just that conversation, he barely says anything in it, and just she does a full monologue that goes.
She showed
from,
her
like, I'm a
crazy.
cool girl, yeah, and she
Oh.
just in a matter of a 1 minute little monologue, it turns it into like, you're fucking kidding yourself if you think you and her have anything in common. It's a joke.
Well, because Shayna had called Natalie, or they were talking.
Oh yes, that's
and
right.
Shayna told Natalie, "Oh yeah, well if things don't work out, I have a guy to hook you up with." And Natalie
Okay.
told Shane. So Shane, I mean, knowing that kind of, especially the fact that he needs to be reassured and complimented all the time, was like, why would you tell her that you have someone?
She's like,
for
that's not
her?
even what it happened. You're taking it out of context. Like, let me talk. And he's like,
Wait, so like, what happened? Like, so she just like comes and runs everything, like everything that she hears, she just tells you. Well,
Oh my
they're
God.
there was a
engaged and
personal
they're living
conversation
together.
between
Yeah.
me and my friend, and I told her. I mean, all that happened was that we were talking about marriage, and I said, "Oh, well, I know a guy that's really cute, and just in case." So it was just, whatever. It was just a flippant little thing.
But she's like crazy if she like told you in a different way. I mean, is that not how it was at all? I mean, I told you
Oh
from
my gosh.
the first day that you are my number one.
Oh.
And I think he was just like,
Oh, I can't
whoa.
wait. This is my whole weekend. I can't wait. My husband's going to drive it. He's going to be like, what?
You're gonna have a great
No, I'm
time watching
excited.
it, I promise. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so
can't wait.
predictions. We got Nick and Danielle married, will probably break up. Mallory and Sal, I think married and then break up.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh.
I just don't even see what they have in common at all, and they're both boring and beige as shit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think he's not going to be exciting enough for her.
They'll get married. She'll be texting Jarrett the whole time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, well,
Jared and I-
Jarrett and Ayana, they leave
Okay.
that looking like Ayana is about to bolt or like she leaves.
Oh.
who
Oh, I
knows?
figured she was in it and he'd be the one bolting. I didn't. Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that everyone in his life likes her so much that it's helping him to be like, this is what I need. Maybe not
Oh my
what
God,
I
his
want.
dad and his stepmom were so cute. I was cracking up.
Oh,
I
is that
loved
his
them.
stepmom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, either way, they were both delightful.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Adorable.
that's cool.
Like his dad was crying.
His dad was crying. He's like, he's a preacher, and he's like, I just want to be the officiant, if that's okay. It was just very cute. And
Aw.
they love her. I mean, honestly, you bring Ayana home, and you're the guy's parents. Like, she's a fucking catch.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Gorgeous.
She's not really funny, but like she'll laugh at your jokes. She'll laugh at the dad's
Right.
dad jokes all day, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So what else do you need?
Yeah.
Did they end up? They were waiting till they got married. Did they bone yet, or do we know?
They've boned, haven't they?
Oh, I think they did. Yeah.
They talk about it in the vacation after the pause that she was waiting. She wanted to wait till they got married. And he's like, okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I
I
just
don't know
wondered.
why you wouldn't
have.
just have sex. You're in fucking Cancun.
I know, right?
How are
I
they
know.
waiting?
Well, yeah, because remember he was like dong out like
Oh,
at the
yeah, that's
massage
right.
place,
That's
and
right.
she said she doesn't mind a little stuff, but she doesn't. They want to wait till they get married. And remember, she's the one that's not into kissing. She told him, she said, I won't kiss more than 5 seconds at a time because she
That's
literally said it's
right.
gross. And I was
I
like,
can see that.
what?
I mean, it is if you really think about it.
I don't know.
I think Jarrett's cute though, so I'd be.
I do too. I know.
I don't.
I've been
I think
attracted
he
to him.
looks just like. Again,
Man.
Yeah,
He's just
Okay.
black
guy.
male 40. Like
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
I thought his personality was so cute until that Mallory
Yeah,
did.
I
that was-
know.
that was-
I know.
that
He
was
really
not cute.
disappointed me.
Well, and at this point in the series, like at her wedding, she's already like, I was second pick. Her and Deepti have this really good conversation on the tiki boat where
Okay.
she's like, I was second chosen. And then now, even if they do get married, they're going to have to go back and now watch this. And she'll have to watch the conversation with him and Mallory. And that's going to, like, that's a fight waiting to happen.
I mean, he
Absolutely.
does tell her, yeah, but like I chose you and I'm glad. Like you're the only one that I can imagine being with. But I mean, come on, we're women. He's got to do more than that. I don't know what
Yeah,
he needs to do, but
exactly.
he's got to figure out what he
I don't know.
needs to
As
do
a
to make her
woman,
feel
as a
better.
woman, I just don't know if there is anything coming back from that.
Honestly,
like
what
you're
he
thinking
needs
about
to
that.
say, this sounds terrible, but I'm just going to be totally honest. This is what everyone would want to hear. She wants him to say, I mean, and after I saw her, and
Yeah.
like
That's what I was
there's
gonna say.
no way, and I don't know what I
thank
was
God.
thinking. Gosh,
Exactly.
what, she is so ugly. I mean,
Right.
obviously she's not, but
Of course,
you
but
want
you
to
would hear that, yeah.
However, I do think Ayana is more attractive than Mallory.
Yeah.
Like she's
Do you?
she's
Okay,
stunning.
so- I thought
she's
Mallory
pretty.
was so attractive, and then this is weird. I take pictures before I watch, so I
Sure.
kind of see what's going on, but I didn't hear it. But all I kept thinking is, "Oh, Mallory's the no bra chick." Like she was at the barbecue thing with no. I was
100%.
like,
She's always not wearing a
I was
bra.
Yep.
okay,
She's got like
so,
little
yeah, no.
boobs. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
Yeah, she doesn't
I don't know
in,
what
in
that's
these
like.
episodes either.
I mean, my eyes are like red on her boobs. 'Cause
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, to like not feel, like to feel air under there. I don't know
Yeah.
what that would feel like.
what is that? Yeah. They don't touch knees. I don't understand what that's like. Yeah.
All right, who else?
Okay, so wait, do you think they get married or do you think she bolts?
No, I don't think she bolts.
Oh, me?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I see them together.
I think from what I've seen so far, she seems to want to make it work. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll say she stays.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
figured he'd be the bolter. I don't know.
No, he seems pretty in it.
Maybe she'll hook up with the hot friend you were telling me about of his, right?
I like the friend.
Yeah, the friend.
I think he had like a black hat on it. I thought he was super cute. Okay, so then Deeps and Shake.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
it's cute that he calls her Deeps. Like, I think that as her parents, because he starts referring to her as Deeps, like to her parents. If I were her parents, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cute. He has a little nickname for her.
Yeah. Although Shake, I'm like, ugh. I just think DJ. I can't.
Yeah.
I would have to call him something
I
else.
think
I'm not
I
calling
want
you
them to
Shake.
get married because I want to see the wedding.
Okay.
And I think they
so
are
So
too.
that's
I think they will.
all I can think about, though, is what happens when they're watching this show back and she sees all the crap he said.
How many times he's like, I just.
Or
there's
what happens
no
when
attraction whatsoever.
when she turns 40
Oh.
and she starts gaining weight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Has a baby, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a good.
Has a cheeseburger.
He's a good-looking guy, but he's not like, oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna stop.
Exactly.
He's Tom
I'd pass him on the
Haverford.
street and just be like, he's a guy. Yeah.
Exactly. No.
Where he has it in his head that he's. Kelly Bensimone, he's up here and
Yeah.
she's down
Oh,
here.
yeah.
No.
Exactly.
I do know
No.
that.
He should go run in traffic like Kelly Bensimone does. Yeah, I don't know.
I think they'll get married and stay together for a while, but I don't.
I
want
don't
them
think.
to
No,
stay
I
there.
think they'll. I think if they get married, they're gonna stay together. Because culturally, it's. I think it's a bit much
Yeah.
bigger deal in Indian culture to be.
Yeah, it
divorced.
is.
Okay.
He better make it up to her. Same thing, kind of
Yeah.
like a
I
Jarrett
know.
situation. He better be laying it on thick.
Because not only is he saying it to the camera, he's saying it to the other guys.
And his
like,
mom.
at the party. Oh, he said it to. Oh God.
And that's what the
He
mom.
says it to his mom in this episode.
And he's like, "This is really weird talking to my mom about it." And that's when the mom's like, "I think she's perfect. She could."
You're a jackass.
Yeah, that's basically what she
She's
says.
outside
Like, it's your
petting the
problem.
dog on the lawn right now.
Yeah,
Like,
it's your
what else do you
problem,
want?
not hers, because she's
Hopefully
great.
they just have sex and it's awesome and just he gets out of his head.
Oh, they haven't had sex yet.
No, he won't have sex with her. Like they don't really even touch each other, ever.
Oh no, how's that gonna work? I don't think
know.
you can just
Because
grow
he's too in his
attraction
head.
to somebody.
And I think the fact that he keeps talking about it with people, he's convincing himself more that he's not attracted to her.
Yeah.
But
He needs a mindset
that's-
coach.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, who else?
Is that it?
Is he the Tinder swindler? Is that the same guy? Because that's the vibe I'm getting off him, right? Like, mindset coach. Okay. Yeah. Because that's what the
God.
Tinder swindler's doing
That's
now. Is something
right.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, he's another very little man.
Oh,
Doesn't he
for
seem
sure.
just like
yeah.
a little like a jockey?
Just a wee little, yeah. Little up here, little bit, yeah.
Remember when we looked up, it always comes back to Sex in the City. When we looked up Mikhail
always.
Baryshnikov's height, it was 5'6", and Jody's like, oh,
Oh,
that means
my-
5'4".
Yeah.
And then we looked up Sarah Jessica Parker, and it said she
was
was
my
like
next question.
1. She's 5'1".
Oh.
and he was barely
okay.
taller. So I'm like, bring him down to like a 5'3" with
Okay.
lifts. I mean, let's.
Okay. Yeah. I'm 6 feet, so I just want to stand next to these people. I was just like, hi, you're little.
You're so tiny.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you're tiny.
Oh, I'll do
My
like.
7-year-old is like his height. That's crazy.
Do you watch Real Housewives of Orange County?
So I'm very familiar. I haven't
Okay.
watched it in a couple of years.
Okay, there was.
Where are you going? Yeah.
I think it was Emily.
I know the people though. Yeah.
Yeah, Emily's standing next to the new chick, Dr. Jen, and she's like, "Oh my God, you look
Okay.
like my daughter," because she's like,
Right.
yeah, she's like 5'9", 5'10" or something, and she's like, "Oh my God,
Right.
just feel like a giant next to you."
Oh,
Anyway, is that it for Love Is Blind?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll
Okay.
touch
so.
back on it next week. I'm sure we'll watch
Yeah.
it in the week.
This is a good season. Should I go back
I'm
and
really
watch
enjoying
season
it.
1 or no?
Yes, I think you should. It's not
Jen's
as
like,
good,
no.
but it's good. Skied.
Okay.
I did.
All right.
I did scroll through and watch all of the weddings and like watch who says yes and no and stuff, and then I
Okay.
watched the
Okay.
reunion, which was kind of a
Okay.
bust. But I mean,
Okay, well, here, I have to pick one or the other. Pam and Tommy, the rest of that season, or Love Is Blind.
well, why do you have to pick?
I only have so much time.
Why divide,
And
right?
Dave's going out of town.
I know the kids can't raise themselves, you know. I can't have.
Sure they can.
Throw-
Be like Miranda. Just shove them in the other room.
that's true.
It's
That's
fine.
true.
Why can't they watch Pam and Tommy with you?
Oh, that's
is
true.
the
What would be the
problem?
problem with that?
So I haven't watched that, but I had a lot of people
You'll
ask me
like
to
it.
watch.
I think you'll like it a
will.
lot. It's
Is it
funny.
good?
It's
Okay.
really
I didn't think it was
Okay,
up my
gotcha.
alley at all, and I watched the
Yeah.
first episode, and I was like, okay, now I have a crush on Seth Rogen,
I've
Oh.
always
and he's got a
crushed
mullet
on Seth
in
Rogen.
this thing. I don't know what's happening.
God, Jody, you need to post, because I had said on that episode, Nick found this guy at this waffle cart when we lived in New York that looked like Chris Pratt crossed with Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
And Jody did a Facetune thing where she put them together.
My daughter has some app
Okay.
where you morph the faces or something, so she was showing me.
But then Jody
She did
one of her-
Lin-Manuel Miranda and Andrew Garfield, and it was one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen, which is shocking,
Yeah.
like crazy. But then I'm like, ooh, do Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen.
But then you did You and Me, and it just looked like me
The-
with better eyebrows. It just looked like
Oh,
us.
that's funny.
It just
no,
looks
but our
exactly like
son,
us.
we have a teenage son that is the most ugly, hideous man.
Busted.
So
Busted.
busted.
And then we
Single
have
for
one daughter
life.
with we have one daughter with
He plays
a
the
wonky eye.
ukulele. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then we
You
have
would have to,
yeah,
yeah. We had a wonky eye
wonky
daughter.
eye.
But
Anyway.
you did get one picture where we looked stunning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we looked
that
fucking...
would be our Tinder swindler
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
photo
Yeah.
for sure.
Because your enemies are after you. I got
Yep,
it. Yeah.
Honestly,
Right.
though, if I put that as my picture from a dating app, once I eventually do start dating again, I feel like if I showed up, it wouldn't even faze them.
Because
it looks exactly
really
like
hot.
both of them.
Oh,
Well, no,
here.
it just looks exactly.
Oh wait,
both
hold
of
on
them.
here. I don't know if you can see it, Jen.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh.
See, it just looks
nice.
like both of us.
It looks like both of you.
Okay,
I
hold
like
on.
it.
Can we show you
Almost like me. What the hell?
Hold on.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you the busted sun.
Okay. Yes, please.
It's real bad.
Oh no, it's Brady. No.
Oh my God, it is
Polish.
Brady.
Too much Polish coming in on it.
Oh, there's like,
I don't understand.
I mean, the strong Ukrainian Polish genes in this one. He's kind of wonky-eyed. He's very pale.
Oh
Very
my God,
pale and
Brady
sallow.
Hobbs. Oh, that's bad. Oh gosh.
And he's got like my off eye. Like I have like one kind of lazy eye. Which,
No,
and
I
really,
have a
they
wonky
really
eye.
Well, we both
I
have
just
wonky
don't. Yeah.
eye.
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't
Oh, wait,
get it.
hold on.
Yeah,
Here-
where did I
wait.
get that?
There's the
Oh.
there's the wonky eye.
Like she's almost pretty, but
She's like Idina Menzel after she
Who are
got
you
beat
looking
up.
at? Yeah. Right.
this is fast.
Anyway.
With Amy Poehler's haircut.
You need to.
Yeah.
You should probably post these pictures with
Okay.
the video.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, well that's
Okay, so Jen, where
yeah.
I mean everyone
Yeah.
Thank
you
you,
know,
so
they're
much for
listening
taking
for
so
you.
much time. Like 2 hours. That's a lot
Yes.
to ask of
Oh my
somebody, so
God.
thank you so much.
This is my dream come true. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
Okay.
Anytime, I'll come talk about anything.
where can everyone
Yeah.
find you? Our like 3 listeners.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love all 3 of you. No, I'm Real Housewives Recaps
on YouTube.
on YouTube. Yep. If you type that in, you'll find.
On
You'll find
YouTube.
YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah. But yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna post this on my channel too, so
Oh,
listeners come back
yay!
and watch. And I can't post all of it, but I'll do clips and I'll
Okay.
react to it and we'll talk about it. So
Oh, that's so nice.
steer
Thank you
people
so
back.
much.
And direct
Oh, no.
anything wrong that I said or Amanda said, aim those comments right at us.
Yeah, don't
stick it
talk
on
to
Jen.
Jen has
Oh,
been
please,
lovely.
no.
We're dicks.
no.
Exactly.
We're used to
I'm
it.
in the dick club too. It's cool. No.
But you know what we all are, Amanda?
Oh,
We're
Jen.
all
I don't know if you want.
adults.
Yeah, we're all adults. If we all want to do this send off together, we're all adults.
Adults.
Bye bye.
Oh.